Some people would say that Jeffrey Epstein was misunderstood. Obviously, I don't believe that. I believe that Jeffrey Epstein was the scum of the earth. However, some people argue that Epstein, they argue he was misunderstood, unfortunately, which is a sad realization that people think that. But there are some people out there defending what this dude did. And it's pretty sickening. But, you know, I don't know what to tell you guys, except for what the F. What the F? Let's keep going, though. I'm excited. You know, honestly, look, I do enjoy talking about all this stuff, the Epstein files, and is it sickening to the core? Absolutely. It's disgusting. But I do enjoy unraveling a mystery. And the mystery of Jeffrey Epstein continues in more ways than one. The questions we all must ask are, what more can we learn, or how disgusted can we be by Jeffrey Epstein? Like, what other disgusting things are we going to learn about this psychopath? I don't know. I think we're going to find out, though, here soon enough. You know, I think we're going to find out, man. We're going to find out a little bit more. We're going to dive deeper into all this stuff. And as you know, we're getting closer and closer to the 10,000 subscriber mark, which I'm very excited, by the way. It's a very exciting prospect. Can you guys believe it? I mean, I can't. I can believe it, but I also, some part of me is a little shocked sometimes. Because, you know, we've worked very hard on this channel to keep the channel rolling, to keep the channel flowing, and, you know, make it all work. So we try to provide an entertaining product to some degree, to every degree. And I think we're still continuing to do that, for sure, on this channel. Uh-oh. Oh, they got a new version of Stream Chat Ninja. Nice. Consolidate your live messaging streams in more all-in-one place. This page will guide you through your steps. Okay, cool. Download the new version here. Download only if you're having problems. Copy link into OBS. Hold on. I'm trying to see like what's happening here. Production's active. What is this saying? Hold on. So it's saying there's a new version available. That's fantastic. So we'll just download the new version, I guess. Let's see. Windows installer. The hell? So I think it's kind of forcing me to download it. I'm not sure though. Hold on. Because I'm on version 0.3. Oh, I'm on a really old version, actually. I just realized I have a very old version of Stream Chat Ninja. Holy smokes. Yeah, let's get the latest installer here. Social Stream Ninja. Well, give me a few moments, you guys. I'm going to be installing the new Stream Chat Ninja. I thought this was all squared away, but I guess it's not. Well, while I'm figuring that out, let me at least put a poll on here. The production's a little bit delayed. Sorry about that. My apologies to everybody out there. We're still able to stream, but we're not able to highlight anything. We're not able to highlight the chats incoming. So let me put out a poll, at the very least. Let's see. Give me just another moment. You guys don't forget to tap the like button, though. More likes we get, the better. Okay. All right, don't forget to tap the like button. More likes we get, the better. It really does help the channel grow in a lot of ways. Let's... man. Give me another moment, you guys. So, did it download or did it not? Okay, is that the new... Okay, that's the new installer, I'm assuming. Is this the new installer? Extract. So I'm trying to download the new version of Social Stream Ninja Standalone. Social Stream Ninja. All right, let's see. Give me a few seconds, you guys. Just about ready. Just about there. We're getting Social Stream Ninja. We're getting Social Stream Ninja all squared away, hopefully. My Pink Brony bros, and we dance at the gay club. Oh my God, I'm just having fun on the stage in my hooves. I'm wearing a man thong. Frog Eat Frog says Garza, and then Nate Dogg says, got your stream working again. So yeah, the stream, I decided that once, so that when the stream went offline, I just decided I was like, I'm gonna lay in bed and read a book. That was the ultimate decision I made, and yeah, so I just decided to sit down, read a book, and then just kind of called it good from there. Tim Smith says BRB watching videos of a reacting to Beastie Boys from 3 years ago. Oh man, I love it. That's funny, dude. I love it. Give me just a few more moments, you guys. I'm still working at a few kinks. I'm trying to get Social Stream Ninja up and running again. And that might take a few more moments, but no, I want to thank everybody for your patience, and Frog Eat Frog says read a book equals pound pud. No, it's actually funny. I was reading a book I checked out from the library though, and I was pounding my pud to that particular book. No, the book is a romance novel called the book that I was reading is a romance novel called Beginning Python for Dummies version 3.0. No, it's a Python book. It's one of those for dummies books. I decided I was like, I really want to kind of understand Python a little bit better, and at least learn all the different capabilities of Python. So I felt like that was a good book to check out. So I'm about like 160 pages in on the book, and I still got about 8 days until I got to turn it back in or something like that. So I could always renew it though on the app, which is kind of cool. But yeah, it's a good book. Anytime, no, I love going. I live a fairly close distance from the library, so I'm able to check out books from there 24/7. It saves me money too. It saves me money to check out books instead of going out and buying them. I was thinking about it. It's like, as much as I love purchasing books from the Goodwill, I've been trying to do that less lately. You know what I mean? Trying to purchase books less and just go to the library, check out a book that I really want to read, and then just read it. You know, and yeah, there's plenty of ways to do it, man. It saves me a lot of money, I'll tell you that. Give me a few seconds, you guys. I'm still trying to get Social Stream Ninja on board. Thank you, everybody, for tapping the like button, though. We just got like 5 likes, it looks like. This is baller. Nate Dogg says you were reading the Monster Miller series. I don't even know what the Monster Miller series is. Is that like a... I'm assuming that's just like some beastie, you-know-what, romance novels. Oh, God. Oh, I love it. But here, give me a few seconds, you guys. We're gonna be reacting to some Epstein. We've just been experiencing technical difficulties at the beginning of this show, which is so frustrating, by the way. I mean, the technical difficulties aren't that bad. I'm trying to get Social Stream Ninja to work, and it's just being kind of how do I say it? Social Stream Ninja is being extremely frustrating at the moment. So it's a great program. It really is. But there's a couple things that I have to do to make it work. Yeah, let's see. YouTube username. Okay, enable beta mode. Okay. So YouTube username. Trying to do a couple things here if it lets me do it. It might let me add my... Oh, now it's freezing on me. Well, that's fantastic. Come on, man. Yeah, I'm not too sure what the heck's going on with Social Stream Ninja, but it's kind of acting like a little bitch. That's okay. I might do some sit-ups here in just a second, though. Okay, hold on. It says, if loading a chat via... Just be live. Okay, hold on. Let's see. What the hell? Ugh. Hold on. Is Social Stream Ninja really fucking with me here? Come on, man. Sorry, you guys. Technical Oh, Monster Milker series. Okay. Oh, you're talking about... I know which one you're talking about. You're talking about... I can't believe I remember the title of this. Morning Glory Milking Farm. Once again, I think it's Morning Glory Milking Farm. And it's really sad that I know that. I know that. I wish I didn't. It's one of those situations. Give me just a moment, my brony bros. This is being... I don't know what's up with... Dude, Social Stream Chat Ninja is being a pain in the fucking arse. It's being stupid, you guys. And we're going to get to Jeffrey Epstein here in a second. We're going to start talking about the Epstein soon enough, but I don't know what the fuck is happening here. Okay, yeah, calm down. Selecting live source. And then activate selected. There we go. Now it's working. Okay, we finally got Social Stream Chat Ninja working again. OMG. What's up, dude? Everybody is a pink brony bro. We are going to be brony bros. We're gonna beat off every brony bro. We are the ultimate brony bros. Pink Brony Club. I'm gonna keep on fapping at the Pink Brony Club. I'm gonna keep on crapping down in West Hollywood. I'm gonna keep on fapping at the Pink Brony Club. Pink Brony Club. I'm up. Okay, so I'm gonna do like 10 or 15 sit-ups real quick. I gotta get back in the flow of things. I gotta get myself figured out. Okay. All right. Whew, I had to get pumped. All right, I need to get a little aggression out. So I decided to do sit-ups against the wall. And yeah, I wasn't gooning. I swear I wasn't gooning, okay? Stop accusing me of gooning, everybody. I know that's what everybody's thinking. Okay, and you guys keep saying, oh, Gaza. Gaza was on the list. I wasn't on the list, bro. I'm telling you, I was not on the island. I keep telling you guys once, and I keep telling you guys again. I was not on the island. Okay, so now we're finally going to watch a little Epstein. Okay. I'm glad I got Social Stream Ninja back up and running, though. That was an annoying technical difficulty. Obviously. But we're back. And what are we sexy? We're sexy. But Social Stream Ninja is back, and it's better than it ever was before. It's very sexy. Very hot. Now, let's take a look and see. Now, let's see what else we can uncover. Because I want to learn maybe more about Epstein as an investor, right? See, here's the thing about it. One of the reasons why I've been hyper-fixated and hyper-focused on Epstein is, one, the man is being searched for all over YouTube and all over the internet. So I would be stupid not to talk about Epstein every minute of every day. Two, Epstein was a financier and a piece of shit. He was a real monster, but he understood the world of finance, whether people realize this or not. Now, granted, you could still be a genius and also still be a piece of shit. You know? And it's not mutually exclusive. He's a freaking genius by all metrics. Make sure you guys tap the like button, though. The more likes we get, the better. It does help the channel grow in more ways than one. So, yeah, tap the like button. If you can, also subscribe to the channel. Subscribing really does help the channel grow. And let's get to it. Oh, there's an entire infographic on the horrifying true story of Jeffrey Epstein. Let's take a look.
He was a multimillionaire, businessman, friend to the stars, predator, and trafficker. Jeffrey Epstein moved effortlessly among presidents, princes, Nobel laureates, and tech billionaires. He dined with arms dealers and media moguls with...
Now that we've seen all the files, now that we know everything that's in the files, I think we have I still think this is going to be accurate because Epstein was a smoozer, man. Epstein was a smoozer. The Rothschilds hold the strings. Yeah, they pull all the strings, man. It's unfortunate. It really is. But let's keep watching.
Rumored intelligence ties. But was it charm and wealth that opened those doors, or something darker behind the facade? Today on the Infographic Show, we're going beyond the headlines to uncover the real Jeffrey Epstein. On Saturday, July 6, 2019, in a joint FBI-NYPD sting, agents took a sledgehammer to the door of...
Tim Smith says Canada versus USA Olympics women's hockey final tomorrow, semifinals men's Friday, USA versus Slovakia, Canada versus Finland. Oh, shit. That sounds badass. Damn, dude. And then let's see, USA versus Slovakia, Canada. Damn. So is this the men's is Friday? Okay. So USA versus Slovakia and Canada versus Finland. First off, Finland is a very cold place. You know, nobody ever talks about Finland. You ever notice that? You ever feel like Finland just never gets talked about at all? Like nobody talks about Finland. Nobody cares about Finland. Unfortunately. I feel like Finland does not get its due in general.
Epstein's $77 million Manhattan townhouse, and to the illusion he had built around himself. Inside the opulent, high-tech mansion, then the most expensive single private home in New York, they found thousands of lurid images, a cache of photos tracking Epstein's decades of abuse.
Damn.
Sexualized objects were everywhere, explicit paintings, provocative statues.
Dude, my man was gooning. Jeffrey Epstein was a gooner. Oh my God, Jeffrey Epstein might have been the greatest gooner of all time. Even more of a gooner than Asmongould. Even, like, you know, I'm a little bit of a gooner. Don't get me wrong. I think if we all fap watching pornography, I call it pornography, on our cellular phones, I think we're all gooning. I think we're all gooners. I think there's a little bit of a gooner in all of us. Is that lotion? Lotion. And, dude, what is up with all those globs? Are those globs of baby oil? I think there's, like, globs of baby oil. Oh, my God. What if those little blobs are Siemens? What if it's, like, puddles of cum? Is it puddles of cum?
A massage table, sex toys, and bottles of lubricant. On the shelves, a first edition of Lolita. In his office, the Marquis de Sade's The Misfortunes of Virtue. These weren't just eccentric collector's items, they were clues. But more revealing was the mountain of CDs and hard drives, clear evidence of Epstein's perversions, and possibly leverage for blackmail. There were framed photographs showing him with tech titans Elon Musk and Bill Gates. In one frame, a dollar bill signed by Gates himself with a cryptic message scrawled across it, "I was wrong."
This is crazy, man. This is crazy. Wow. The more I learn about Epstein, dude, the more I'm just like, holy shit. Holy crap, bro.
Other photos put Epstein alongside Saudi Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman, former U.S. President Bill Clinton.
Hold on. I realize I gotta readjust my underwear. And by that I mean the video frame here. Hold on. There we go. Let's go.
President Donald Trump, British billionaire Richard Branson, Pope John Paul II, Mick Jagger, Fidel Castro.
He was hanging out with Mick Jagger. Dude, he had photos of him and Mick Jagger? Hell yeah,
Even
bro.
the public intellectual Noam Chomsky, a who's who of global influence,
Hell yeah.
posing with a man concealing one of the darkest secrets of the modern era. Security cameras dotted room after room, and those were just the ones you could see. A victim later said the house was wired top to bottom with hidden cameras feeding a central security room. It was hard not to wonder if Epstein recorded powerful people in compromising situations.
Yep, he probably did.
One New York Times reporter later wrote that Epstein had boasted, off the record, about being a collector of dirt on the world's high and mighty.
That's how he is, man. Epstein was a blackmailer. He was a professional at blackmail. And that's the problem. You know, you don't want to... It's crazy. You don't want to be a part of that, man. Christopher Peterson says, did you see that isn't the only island? Look up the island where 80% of the billionaires spent New Year's. 5 kilometers from Little St. James Island. It's the new island. So you're saying that there's a new pedo island? essentially what happened was the Epstein Island got found, and now all the pedos have moved to an island 5 kilometers away from Little St. James. Okay. So we have a new pedo island. I mean, how long is it going to take until that is discovered or that is uncovered? You know, it's crazy. What's up with all these pedo islands, man? Do all these rich people just want to be like Diddy? Do they all want to be like Diddy? Don't they all want to be like Witty? They call me Witty. P. Diddy. I don't know. This shit's cray-cray, bro. Cray-cray. Thank you guys for tapping the like button, though. The more likes we get, the better. It does help the channel grow in more ways than one. There is one more thing I got to do real quick. Hold on. They call me Witty. P. Diddy. Don't forget to like and simp-scribe. The more simps we have on the channel, the better the show gets.
And as if it couldn't get any stranger, the house displayed a large painting of Bill Clinton in a blue dress and red high heels. A nod to the...
That is so sexy. I don't know why, but that's just kind of hot, dude. Honestly, Bill Clinton's the man, and I wouldn't be surprised if... I would not be shocked if Bill Clinton was into some freaky-ass shit. Like, I wouldn't be shocked, man. I mean, the dude, I do believe that Bill Clinton is a pathological liar. So, I don't know. I don't trust Mr. Big Bill. I don't trust you, Big Bill. But let's keep watching the show.
Monica Lewinsky scandal. It was later falsely rumored that Epstein also owned a painting of George W. Bush by the same artist, showing him in the Oval Office with a paper airplane beside toppled Jenga blocks.
That is pretty funny.
Reference to 9/11. Whatever the truth, one thing was undeniable. Epstein had a dark and unsettling sense of humor. And he was very, very rich. The Manhattan townhouse was just one of many properties. He owned a...
Like I said, the man not... Well, here's the thing. I don't think... Everybody keeps saying that Epstein got the majority of his money through blackmail. I tend to disagree with this. I think that Epstein got the majority of his wealth through being really good at blackmailing people. I believe that. No, sorry. Yeah. I mean, I believe... Sorry. He got the majority of his wealth, sorry, not from blackmailing people. I think he really was. I really think he understood financial markets and was able to make money off of those. And I do feel like he rubbed elbows with a lot of influential people and was able to make a quick buck by doing a lot of insider trading. Now, if you understand, if you're really good at insider trading by basically having informants in different companies, sure, you're going to make a ton of money in a short amount of time, obviously. But that's just the way it goes, bro. Just the way it goes. Mr. Epstein, man, crazy.
70-acre private island in the U.S. Virgin Islands, Little St. James, better known as Epstein Island. There, according to workers and victims, the rich and powerful mingled freely with beautiful women. In 2023, an American financier paid $60 million for it. He also had a Paris apartment near the Arc de Triomphe and a Palm Beach estate. He was also the owner of Great St. James in the Virgin Islands, where he had started work on a compound. He was expanding.
Why would you pay $60 million just to go to this island? I don't get it, man. Here's the thing. Even if I had a disposable income, I think even if I had like a very, very disposable income, millions and millions of dollars, I would just put it all into investments and I would just let the dividends pay for the rest of my life. The goal is to have your assets pay for your life. Income is the outcome. So if income is the outcome and you want your life to be settled and you want your life to be better, that's not necessarily a bad way to do it, man. Crazy. Flipping wild, though, man. You guys, make sure you guys tap the subscribe button, though. The more subscribers we get, the better. It does help the channel grow in more ways than one. So please, for the love of God, tap the simp-scribe button. But yeah, don't forget to subscribe, everybody. We got Which Port. What's up, YOLO? YOLO, Which Port? How you doing, Brony? You look kind of familiar, bro, but make sure you subscribe to the channel, though. But yeah, make sure you guys subscribe to the channel, bronies. I need more simps, and I need more pimps. And I need more simps for all the other pimps. Yeah, use a pimp. And if you's a pimp, then you're probably a simp. Oh, yeah. 'Cause I'm just a sexy boy, and I'm playing with my toys. Which Port says, dude, question for you. What's your question, Brony? ET says, I'm subbed already. Thank you, ET, for being a subscriber. I love you. I know you've been subscribed for a long time. Which Port says, I run an audience platform for creators to make prediction marks. What? Okay. What's the question? Okay, so Which Port is saying he runs an audience platform for creators to make prediction marks. Okay. Do I have to make predictions? What are you saying? ET is saying that he's trying to load my stream with a bunch of bots. You make polls. Okay. Yes, I do make polls on my stream. That is correct. What about it? Yes, I do make polls. You make polls and your audience bets and you earn. Okay. That's kind of cool, but what does that have to do with me? I'm not a big fan of gambling. I think gambling is stupid. Yeah, I think gambling is dumb. Over here. Yeah, this is crazy. Okay, hey, it's working again. Can you guys hear me? Oh my god, I think it's back. I don't know what I did, but I think I fixed it. So I think there was some possible interference that was happening between... I don't know what just happened, but I moved a few chords and somehow everything's back up and running again. Can you hear me? Can you see me? Okay, so let's take a look and see what Which Port is trying to sell me. Which Port is saying you engage your audience with fun markets that relate to the things you talk about in the stream. Okay. And then if the market grades not but your fans earn too, check out the site, then let me know. It's way cooler than Polymarket. Yeah, no, everything looks like it's loading. So I don't know what I did, but I was able to fix it. I had to adjust a few things. But that was really weird. It seems like everything's working though. I was assuming that it wasn't gonna work for a bit. I was like, holy crap. But yeah, the stream health looks good. It's showing it's showing poor. Okay. Yeah, stream health is looking good at the moment. Let me see. 10:06. Yeah, I mean, if it's loading for you guys, then I'm happy about that, man. No, man, I make a good amount of money from super chats and gifts. I make a good amount of dough from super chats and gifts, so I don't really like promoting. Here's the thing. Which Port, I do appreciate the offer, but I'm not a gambling degenerate. I really can't stand gambling. I think gambling is so stupid. I mean, unless you know how to, like, if you're really good at sports betting and you understand analytics really well, okay, fine. You know, go ahead and make money. But at the end of the day, man, I'm not a gambler. I'm an investor. I do like to swing trade silver, though, and honestly, you can make a killing swing trading silver, just to let everybody know. Not financial advice, just fact of my life. Oh, got to keep popping my back a little bit. No, I'm glad the stream is working, though. I was getting really nervous. I thought I was going to have to end the stream for a second, but then everything just started working again. I was like, what the? So, hey, I'm glad that everything's working. That's very nice. Let's keep watching this infographic.
At the time of his 2019 arrest in New Mexico, he held a 7,500-acre ranch that he named Zorro. His modes of transport weren't just luxury, they were central to his life and his crimes. He owned 2 Gulfstream jets, and for longer trips, a Boeing 727-200.
Hey, we're at 8,260 subscribers, you guys. Once again, we're at 8,260 subs. Can you guys believe it? I don't know if I could believe it. You guys are amazing. Thank you guys for subscribing to the channel. It really does help the channel grow in a lot of ways. It really helps my pee-pee grow. And let's keep watching.
The so-called Lolita Express. Together, the aircraft were worth an estimated $25 to $30 million. He also kept 2 helicopters and a small fleet of luxury vehicles, 7 Chevrolet Suburbans, a cargo van, a Range Rover, a Mercedes-Benz sedan, a Cadillac Escalade, and a Hummer II, to name a few. Across his properties, high-end furniture and expensive art were everywhere. One home was even designed by a French interior decorator known for working with royalty. It all pointed to serious money, and that was just what he let people see. His exact net worth was unknown, but it certainly ran into the hundreds of millions, maybe even over $1 billion, as his lawyers would.
Yeah, I kind of like these infographic ones, but I'd rather just keep up with what's happening with Epstein right now. So I want to see what the latest headlines are. I want to know what we I want to know what we don't know. All right, I want to know what we don't know. That's more important. So we got to keep on doing it, man. Witchport says, "Wish you could see it's not gambling." Dude, it's fucking gambling. Stop it, dude. You're a gambler in denial. Witchport, you are a gambler in denial, brony. You're a gambler in denial. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. All right, let me take a look here. One moment. Give me just a few moments, you guys. One more moment. I'm looking up more Jeffrey Epstein. More Epstein stuff. Let's see what we got. I want to see the latest. What's the latest news? Top news.
There's something deeply
interesting. So, okay, so the New Mexico ranch that was once owned by Mr.
State lawmakers
Epstein
in New Mexico have launched an investigation into a ranch once owned by late sex offender Jeffrey Epstein. A bipartisan panel will investigate allegations that the ranch may have facilitated sex abuse and sex trafficking. They had their first meeting this morning.
Anyone that has information about Jeffrey Epstein's activities in New Mexico, we would love for you to come forward to us. We will provide a safe space to have that conversation and have the legal infrastructure to ensure.
Hopefully they do.
On the record. And if you would like your identity protected, you can come forward. Subpoenas will vary.
If you would like your identity protected, make sure that you tell Pam Bondi. Make sure that you tell Pam Bondi and Kash Patel if you would like your identity protected. Fire, by the way, if you guys think that Pam Bondi and Kash Patel need to be fucking fired, please tap the subscribe button. Please tap the like button, dude. Kash Patel and Pam Bondi are the worst things to happen, to Donald Trump, bro.
Likely be issued for those that do not want to voluntarily come forward and speak to us as a subcommittee. We will not only be scrutinizing and reviewing all available documentation for subpoenas to be promulgated.
ET says, if your username is Witchport, hit that like and subscribe. Rockers to Rocker says, Alex Jones reported on the ranch 8 years ago. Exactly. Alex Jones, baby, the GOAT.
Folks,
I love Alex Jones.
Folks of interest pertaining to Epstein's activities.
Yeah, Alex Jones is the man, bro.
That we will be looking into.
CBS News correspondent Ian Lee joining us live. So, Ian, obviously, when the Epstein files came out, the Epstein library on the DOJ's website, there were just millions of data points. And it's one thing to get all of this information. It's another thing to piece it all together. We know the island has gotten a lot of public attention. But, Ian, what do we know about this ranch property?
Yeah.
We know too much. Too much. OMG.
So this Zorro Ranch is a sprawling ranch in New Mexico. Jeffrey Epstein bought it in 1993 and owned it until he passed. Now, when you look at the Epstein files, there are some parts of it that mention this ranch. And one in particular has a lot of people asking questions, and that mentions 2 foreign girls who were murdered and buried on that ranch.
Crazy.
I spoke with State Representative Andrea Romero.
Fucking
about
wild,
that,
dude.
And the people of interest.
Make sure you guys tap the like button, though. The more likes we get, the more our show expands on the world of YouTube. So I appreciate everybody for tapping the like button if possible. We're just trying to see how many likes we could get on the particular stream. So more likes, the better, man. The more people I can annoy, the more people who like this stream, the more people I can annoy out on the world of YouTube. On the world of YouTube, Michael Saylor. Okay, I'm thinking about Michael Saylor the whole time, bro.
That they would like to speak to. This is what she had to say.
Going through the files, I think as many people are in real time, even as we've been setting up the Truth Commission, while we've been taking votes to get this set up, we've learned new information just in the last 2 weeks. So the list keeps growing on these persons of interest. They can be anyone from alleged perpetrators to those that were involved in activities, were witnesses. And certainly many of the victims who we know for years have said that they were participant to these crimes, victims of these crimes. And so for us, it's basically looking at every single document that involves any activities that happened in New Mexico and connecting the dots on putting the whole story together. This is one of the alarming possible mishandlings of justice that we know was on the record and we've seen in the recent data dump of the Epstein files.
Oh, good Lord, man. She's got an Obama poster in the background. Oh, good Lord. Let's just keep going.
To know that somebody reported possible bodies being buried on this property is horrifying and must be brought to justice immediately. We know that the new owners...
I mean, it doesn't surprise me that bodies were buried on that property because it was owned by Epstein, and obviously Epstein was in the business of murder and all that stuff, and he was a sick piece of shit, dude. Epstein was basically also, everybody keeps saying he was a, they keep saying he was a sex offender, but he was more than just a sex offender. Not only was he a sex offender, he was a cold-blooded murderer. He did so many terrible things, and it's just, you can't overlook any of that, man. You can't overlook that. He was all sorts of evil wrapped into one. That's what you could say about Epstein. He was all kinds of evil wrapped into one little smorgasbord, dude.
Of the ranch. Again, the ranch was sold without it being seized from the Epstein.
Let's see. Diddy hail Epstein? What? So this is a by the way, I just found an AI. We're looking up Jeffrey Epstein AI music videos, and we're just gonna react to him. Fuck it. God, what the frick is this?
I just got to Diddy's party. They made us take off our panty. Then I went to take a shit. Diddy followed me, hoping to hit. I can't stop bro from edging the ceiling, but he wanted me to hop into drug dealing. I started worrying about Epstein, cause without him my balls are turning green. Epstein, where have you?
What am I watching, bro? What am I watching right now? Can you all please tell me what I am reacting to? How did we get here in life to where I am reacting to this beautiful garbage? It is garbage, but there's also a tinge of beauty to all of it.
Diddy hail Epstein. Diddy hail Epstein. Diddy hail Epstein. All from Diddy's party. Diddy hail Epstein. Diddy hail Epstein. Diddy hail Epstein. All from Diddy's party. Diddy hail Epstein.
Oh my god, I can't. I can't with this thing, dude. Oh my god. I can't. Oh my god. No. Jeffrey Epstein. This was 5 years ago? What the fuck? Okay. Jeez. What is this? Dude, I have no idea, dude. This is crazy. This is wild, bro. I don't even know what we're looking. We're looking up Jeffrey Epstein music right now, and I can't believe what we're finding, dude. Hate to say oh my god. Oh man. This is crazy, bro. On Epstein's Island, they take it fast and they will take it slow. That's where this plane's gonna land. Way down in Epstein's Island. Sean Lund says, I've played the Epstein Island map on my VR. Oh my god. Diddy, Curtis Christensen says, Diddy Epstein do have something in common. Hey guys, make sure you subscribe to the channel. The more subscribers we get, the better. It does help the channel grow. It does help my pee-pee grow. It helps my wiener feel bigger, even though my wiener is tiny. We are Jeffrey Epstein.
We are Jeffrey Epstein. We carry the flame. We'll fight for the island. We'll honor his name. We are Jeffrey Epstein. His courage our own. Together unbroken, we'll make daddy come. A husband and you, his little kids held near. A home built on sodomy and women in fear. The world tried to silence, but his files remains. And Diddy, he'll live forever again. We are Jeffrey Epstein. We carry the flame. We'll fight for the island. We'll honor his name. We are Jeffrey Epstein. His courage our own. Together unbroken.
Holy shit. That's so fucking stupid. Oh, Sean Lon, dude. Whew. Okay, what does Sean Lon put here? Happy poop, yum yum. Happy poop, yum yum. Happy poop, happy poop, happy poop, yum yum. Happy poop, yum yum. Happy poop, yum yum. Happy poop, happy poop, happy poop, yum yum. Happy poop, yum yum. Happy poop, yum yum. Happy poop, happy poop, happy poop, yum yum. Everybody got a taste of this medicine. Everybody wants a little Epstein, yeah. Everybody really gotta get their shit together. Even during the stormy weather, everybody wants a little Epstein Island. Everybody knows that I be crying. Everybody wants a little Epstein Island. Everybody knows that I'm gonna be crying. Everybody wants to go. Everybody wants to know. Everybody really feels everything is real. Actually, I do want to know how to create AI music, background music for free quickly. I want to learn how to do AI. Okay, Suno. So there's a thing called Suno for free song creation, and I think we're going to make some Jeffrey Epstein motivational music. Let me take a look at Suno. Make any song you can imagine. Okay. Let me sign up for this real quick. I'm going to make sure that you guys can't see any any of my private information, though. One moment. Actually, let me let me sign up. Okay, one moment. Happy poop, yum yum. Happy poop, yum yum. Happy poop, happy poop, happy poop, yum yum. Happy poop, yum yum. Happy poop, yum yum. Happy poop, happy poop, happy poop, yum yum. Happy poop, yum yum. Happy poop, yum yum. Happy poop, happy poop, happy poop, yum yum. Happy poop, yum yum. Happy poop, yum yum. Happy poop, happy poop, happy poop, yum yum. Everybody wants a happy poop every day. Hey, Song Jones, she calls me Jaquan. Everybody knows that my name is Juan. Oh. OMG, I'm kicking ass. Everybody knows that I'm touching grass. Oh, everybody, touch my body. Oh, everybody knows I'm just acting like a hoe. I just wanna fucking know. Everybody, everybody now. Everybody wants to say yay. Everybody wants to say hey. Everybody wants to know what you're doing. Oh, I get to select genres? Fuck yeah, bro. We'll do a little bit of rock. We'll do a little bit of pop. A little bit of metal. A little bit of heavy metal. Fuck yeah. Continue. Oh, fuck yeah, dude. Hell yeah. Okay, guys, we're going to make some sweet-ass AI music. We're going to make AI music right now. We are inspired by the world of Jeffrey Epstein, so we're going to be making AI-generated music inspired by our one and only, the greatest of all time, Jeffrey Epstein. Okay, let's create this. Let's see. Inspiration could be. Symphonic metal would be tight. Yeah, we could do a little symphonic metal, I think, would be pretty dope. But I want to make this a full-out song, so we're just gonna go with it. Let's just create it. Let's see what happens. So we're gonna have AI Suno. We're gonna have Suno create an AI song about our man Jeffrey Epstein. Let's see, dude. Okay, I think this one's ready. Oh, no, maybe they're not. It's still creating the song, though, in the AI, though. Give it a few moments. Fresh in 23:56. So I don't know how long it's going to take to create the song, but let's see if it'll... Okay, sick beat. Cool. I like this. I like this beat, dude.
Numbers on the screen. He knew how they breathe. Charts like constellations, only he could read. Coffee on the desk.
Oh, God. So here's the song description. For the song I put in Suno, the song description is: make a song about Jeffrey Epstein being a financial genius who understood the stock market. Once again, oh, God. No. God.
Phone against his ear, talking in a language most don't even hear. People saw the suit, never saw the scheme. They just heard returns, chasing their own dream. Every quiet whisper sounded like gold. Hard to see the danger in a story well told. They called it genius, called it skill. Thought he bit the market to his real. Everybody cheering as the line climbed higher. Never saw the smoke, never smelled the fire. They called it genius, signed their names. Thought they cracked the code inside his games. Profit on the surface, shining clean, but nothing's what it looks like on a glowing screen.
This is amazing. This is amazing.
Little meetings
This is wild.
behind heavy doors. Pitch was smooth as marble on those polished floors. He spoke in probabilities.
Dude, they made like
Risk and reward.
4 versions of this song, dude. I think 2 of them I have easy access to. Let's take a look and see, like... I want to see what...
You brilliant in the boardroom.
Oh, shit, dude. This is more dark. This is dark.
Whispers circling like a rumor in a storm.
This is getting dark, bro.
Island house, private jet, perfect suit. But every number hit a name you
Damn,
never
bro.
spoke.
It's getting deep.
You weren't a genius of the market. You were a genius at the mast. Buying silence, selling shadows. Calling that a skill, calling that a crash. You're just were reading what they lacked. You were a mirror for their hunger. That's not genius, that's a trap.
Oh, shit, bro.
You knew exactly what the rich want, not return, just...
Damn, bro. Let's try this one here.
They called you brilliant in the boardroom.
No, it's the same thing. Hold on, let's look at it. Oh, shit. This might be another version here.
Numbers on the screen.
Okay, here we go. Okay.
Like constellations, only he could read. Coffee on the desk.
These songs, by the way, I literally designed these songs to be to glaze Epstein, which is sad. I mean, look, the dude was a top-notch financier. He understood the financial markets straight up. He was a terrible human being. But he was still, oddly enough, a genius when it came to financial markets. and he had a very, very deep understanding of them, unfortunately. Let's keep going.
Phone against his ear, talking in a language most don't even hear. People saw the suit, never saw the scheme. They just heard returns, chasing their own dream. Every quiet whisper sounded like gold. Hard to see the danger in a story well told.
Oh
They
yeah.
called it genius.
Oh,
called it
yeah.
skill.
Did
Thought
they
he
call
bent
it
the
what it
market
was?
to his will.
Beef jerky thrill.
Everybody cheering as the line climbed higher. Never saw the smoke, never smelled the fire. They called it genius, signed their names. Thought they cracked the code, slide his games. Profit on the surface, shining clean. But nothing's what it looks like on a glowing screen. Private little meetings behind heavy doors. Pitch was smooth as marble on those polished floors. He spoke in probabilities, risk and reward. Just a crooked ledger like a perfect score. People love a winner, love a quiet star. Measure trust in totals, not in who you are. He understood their hunger better than the rest. Knew that faith comes easy when the graphs are blessed. They called it genius, called it skill. Thought he bent the market to his will. Everybody cheering as the line climbed higher. Never saw the smoke, never smelled the fire.
This is like the ultimate. This is the ultimate Jeffrey Epstein glazing song right here. I mean, this is straight up Epstein glazing style shit, dude. This is the ultimate glaze of Epstein. It's a glaze, bro. It's a glaze. That Epstein glaze, bro. That Epstein glaze. You know it.
They called it genius, signed the names. Thought they cracked the code inside his games. Profit on the surface, shining clean. But nothing's what it looks like on a glowing screen. Funny how the myths get made on a tower facing a frame. Build a man from borrowed praise, while the truth stays out of frame. If you only watch the rise, you never see the cost beneath. Every so-called mastermind still answers to man to the T. They called it genius, called it skill. Thought he bent the market to his will. Everybody cheering as the line climbed higher. Never saw the smoke, never smelled the fire. They called it genius till it broke. Reputation vanished in a cloud of smoke. Profit on the surface, shining clean. But nothing's what it looks like on a glowing screen.
So this is some AI slop that was created by a program called Suno. So Suno allows me to create like songs and shit. So like I can make oh, you know what? I can make a song about the chat. Oh, you know what? I'm going to make a song called Pink Brony Club. Pink Brony Club is what the song description is going to be. And I'm going to have, let's see, relaxed tempo, military drums, pop. For fuck's sake, Frog says, for fuck's sake, it's gay, dude. It is a little gay, dude. It is pretty gay. But we're gonna do. I'm gonna tell it to make. By the way, I know that you guys have been wanting, because you guys know I sing Pink Brony Club all the time. But I'm gonna type in the song description. I'm gonna type in Pink Brony Club, and see what the AI creates out of its interpretation of Pink Brony Club. I have a feeling it's going to be disgusting and nasty, but I'm very happy about this. Let's create it. So this is going to be spicy, dude. This is going to be very spicy. Okay. Pink Brony Club. I'm gonna keep on fapping at the Pink Brony Club. I'm gonna let the AI take over. I am a total shill for Suno. Everything is so gay. I'm up and my balls are on the floor. I've been using AI like a dirty whore. I heard that there's a messed up place. Oh shit. Sweet Tooth says, I've been researching his staff and mostly they were registered Democratic. That makes sense. That makes perfect sense to me, Sweet Tooth. That's hilarious. Well, of course they've... By the way, Jeffrey Epstein donated to the Democrat Party on several occasions. Jeffrey Epstein was an avid Democrat. Straight up, dude. Okay, you guys ready for Pink Brony Club? Are you guys ready for Pink Brony Club? Let's play it, bro.
Got my jacket with the sequins, plastic pony on the zipper pull, dripping cotton candy on my sneakers, laughing cause we're way too cool. Glitter on the stamp at the doorway, wristband pink like my hair dye. Friends already waving from the hallway, hearts on our cheeks, we fly. Welcome to the Pink Brony Club, where the weird kids always get love. Oh, yeah. Snapback crowns and sugar rush hugs. We don't care what they say about us. Kick the shame out, throw to the rug. If you're too much, you're just enough. Saddle up your sparkle and jump. You belong in the Pink Brony Club. Full of memes and sad jokes, only playlist louder than the gossip line. Turn the side-eye into confetti, dance in the drama like it's sunshine. Hate and say we're living in a daydream. Cool kids call us extra, that's fine. We just paint our futures with high beam outlines and neon color outside. Welcome to the Pink Brony Club, where the weird kids always get love. Snapback crowns and sugar rush hugs. We don't care what they say about us. Kick the shame out under the rug. If you're too much, you're just enough. Saddle up your sparkle and jump. You belong in the Pink Brony Club. Raise your hand if you ever felt lonely. Raise your glass, now you're family. Every scar is a secret trophy, shining in the black light quietly. Whoa. Welcome to the Pink Brony Club, where the weird kids always get love. Snapback clowns and sugar rush hugs. We don't care what they say about
Frog Eat Frog says, make a song about pissing in the sink. I'll probably do that here in a little bit. Holy crap, dude.
us. Kick the shame out under the rug. If you're too much, you're just enough. Saddle up your sparkle and jump. You belong in the Pink Brony Club.
Oh my god, this is amazing, dude. Pink Brony Club. Ooh.
Got my jacket with the sequins, plastic pony on the zipper pull, dripping cotton candy on my sneakers, laughing cause we're way too cool.
Everybody knows what we gotta do. Everybody knows what we gotta do.
Wristband pink like my
Pink
hair
Brony
dye.
Club.
Friends already waving from the
Everybody
hallway.
knows.
Hearts on our cheeks, we fly. Welcome to the
Pink Brony Club.
where the weird kids always get love. Snapback crowns and sugar rush hugs. We don't care what they say
Pink Brony
about
Club.
us. Keep the shame out
Pink
under the rug.
Brony
If you're too
Club.
much, you're just enough.
Everybody knows what we're going to do next.
Sparkle
We're going to hang out at the Pink Brony Club. I think this is so fucking cool.
Playlist louder than the gossip line. Turn the side eye into confetti. Dance in the drama like sunshine. Parents say we're living in.
So, my boy Tylord says, I think legit my shit got blocked again. Oh, I'm sorry about that, bro. So, yeah, YouTube is a bunch of Nazis when it comes to certain things. Like, they, like, if you say things they don't approve of, they'll be like, oh, we got to ban it. Like, that's what they're, I don't know if they have, like, some weird AI comment moderator or something like that, but, yeah, it gets a little ridiculous sometimes, I know. Pink Brony Club, bro. Pink Brony Club.
Daydream. Cool kids call us extra, that's fine. We just paint our futures with high beam outlines and neon color outside.
Oh, yeah.
Welcome to the Pink Brony Club.
Oh, it really wasn't that bad. Let me see if I could find it for all the messages real quick. Yeah, I don't see it. That's weird.
Raise your hand if you ever felt lonely. Raise your glass, know your family. Every scar is a secret trophy, shining in the black light quietly. Whoa. Welcome to the Pink Brony Club, where the weird kids always get love. Snapback crowns and sugar rush hugs. We don't care what they say about us. Keep the shame out under the rug. If you're too much, you're just enough. Saddle up the sparkle and jump. You belong in the Pink Brony Club.
You joined when I was dancing. Oh, that's funny.
Got my jacket with the sequins.
Yeah, dude, Pink Brony Club, dude. Oh, that sounds cooler, dude.
Glitter on my hoodie, stickers on my phone, cartoon horses on the back wall. Yeah, we made this place our own. Rainbow mane on my backpack, tasty crown, a little scoot. Every side eye in the hallway just turns into fuel. Welcome to the Pink Brony Club, where the weird kids always win. Throw your hands
Yeah, Pink
up, try
Brony Club.
let your loud heart kick again.
Okay, here we go. Okay, you know what? Frog Eat Frog was talking about pissing in the sink earlier, and I'm going to call this song Caught Pissing in the Sink again by the Chatters on my... This is going to be pretty funny. Oh man, I'm kind of curious. Frog Eat Frog. Okay, so the story behind this is Frog Eat Frog consistently accuses me of pissing in the sink. I don't piss in the sink, but I will say that Frog Eat Frog, I'm pretty sure, is hell bent on believing that I piss in the sink. So I can't say I blame him. I totally get it. Totally get it, bro. Give me a moment.
Thought the stream had ended. Close the tabs, I'm feeling done.
So Nate Dogg says you make an AI music. Yes. Yes, I am. Okay, so the title of this song, or the inspiration for the song description, it's called "Caught Pissing in the Sink Again" by the chatters on my YouTube channel. By the way, this is false. I don't ever piss in the sink. I do not. But since everybody accuses me of pissing in the sink, I had to make this song.
Kitchen light is humming, I'm just scrolling on my phone. Half asleep and kind of proud of hitting end on time. Then I glance up at the monitor, see the little red light sign. Caught pissing in the sink again. Chaff blowing up with those
Oh my god, dude. Let's get an Agent Recon song. That would be pretty sick, actually. First off, the AI would need to know how bad Agent Recon is. I guess I could just let it know it was a really shitty movie that promised Chuck Norris would be in there, but he's only in there for like 7 minutes. I'm not going to lie, this is kind of fun to react to because I'm not going to get copyright struck for like AI music I generate, and all of it's like based on weird shit, so this is amazing. Dude, this is actually really good. The irony is these songs are actually bangers. These songs are like, if you give it an okay description, it'll do what it can to make a pretty good song. And I'm not gonna lie, this is hilariously impressive, dude. In the sink again. Whoa, This kind of sounds like one of those like early kind of like all American Rejects songs, sort of. You know what I mean? Like a little bit like it's like move along. No, hold on, not like I'll keep you my dirty little secret. Don't tell anyone or you'll be just another regret. You know, that sort of shit. It kind of has that like all American Rejects feel to the songs. You know, I love that genre of music. It's pretty good, man. This is so good. Raise my mug to the camera. If I'm doomed, I'll play the clown. You were here, I typed in chat. As the subs keep raining down. Caught pissing in the sink again. Chat's blowing up with L's and Z. If I can't outrun the memes, I'll ride them till the end. This is so good. If I can't outrun the memes, I will ride them till the end. That might be the best line I've ever heard. Hold on, let's go back a little bit. Chat's blowing up with L's and Z. If I can't outrun the memes, I'll ride them till the end. Holy fucking shit. This might be the greatest song I didn't create this. This might be the greatest song that AI has ever created, ever. Can we actually? We gotta give Frog Eat Frog a little bit of a shout out, dude. We gotta give Frog Eat Frog a shout out for for inspiring me to tell the AI to make a song about getting caught by the YouTube chat pissing in the sink. Pissing in the sink again. I was caught pissing in the sink. JK. Amazing, dude. That might have been... That's one of the greatest songs of all time, dude. Here's another version of the song. Here we go, man.
I'm feeling done. Kitchen light is humming, I'm just scrolling on my phone. Half asleep and kind of proud of hitting end on time. Then I glance up at the monitor, see the little red light sign. Caught pissing in the sink again. Chat's blowing up with L's and said, screenshot it, clipped. Yeah.
God, this shit's so good. This shit is so good, dude. Oh my God. This is so good. I can't help it. You know what? The next, I'm going to put, I'm going to make a song called Jeffrey Epstein is Bae. Oh my God. Oh God, dude, I am opening Pandora's box so fucking hard right now, dude. While we're waiting for that one to be generated. I will say the only thing this is missing is like one of those like fancy little equalizers, you know, that make the cool little graphics and shit. Dude, I just think I have like, this is like so cool. I don't need real music. I don't need to buy music anymore. I just need to make AI music and then just like put it on my iPod. I don't have an iPod, but if I had an iPod, I would definitely shit on myself. Got stuck in the traffic.
Racing faster than the stream ever did. Bro, you good and touch some grass, man. Think about the kids. I reach to kill the camera, trip over the stupid chair. Now they got a second angle of me cussing in my underwear. Caught pissing in the sink again. Chat's blowing up with L's and Z's. Screenshot it, clipped. Yeah, it's never gonna end. It got me good. Spam laughing faces in a neon flood. My shame's in glorious HD. My name in the mud.
Dude, this is so cool, dude. This is so fucking cool.
In the sink again. One day they'll tell the story like a campfire ghost tale.
Okay, let's listen to Red Flag Fantasy. I'm so afraid of what this song's gonna be, dude. I'm so fucking scared. I just put Jeffrey Epstein as Bae.
You joke like that name's a meme, like it's just some edgy thing.
Oh God.
Scroll, laugh, tap, share.
So
Eyes
disturbed.
glazed, but there's blood in that phrase. That's a red flag fantasy, not a crush, just cruelty. You're playing dress up with a crime, calling darkness baleful line. That's a red flag fantasy. Turn the joke, then look and see. Something's on a game to play. Don't give monsters pretty names.
crazy, man.
For the worst,
Hell yeah.
pretty myth. It's a red flag fantasy, not a crush, just cruelty.
Okay, let's see what this one is.
You joke like that, names are mean. Like it's just some edgy theme.
Oh God, I don't even want to know.
Scroll
So weird.
laugh, tap share, eyes glazed. But there's blood in that phrase. That's a red flag fantasy, not a crush, just cruelty. You're playing dress up with a crime, calling darkness pale light. That's a red flag fantasy. Turn the joke and look and see. Some things are a game to play. Don't give monsters pretty names. You say it's only words, but words build broken worlds. Every laugh's a little lift for the worst kind of myth. That's a red flag fantasy, not a crush, just cruelty. You're playing dress up with a crime,
This is amazing, bro.
calling darkness pale light. That's a red flag fantasy. Turn the joke, then look and see. Some wounds never fade away. Don't give monsters pretty names.
Dude. Not gonna lie, this is kind of pimp, dude. Dude, AI music is surprisingly good. Let's see. I'm going to type in Jeffrey Epstein clones Jeffrey Epstein. That's going to be the title of this song. What am I doing with my life, bros? My Pink Brony bros. This is amazing, though. You know, this Suno app is really, really good. Make sure you guys tap the like button, though. The more likes we get, the better. It does help the channel grow in a lot of ways, so the more likes we get, it really, really helps. In more ways than more people could ever realize, so... This is amazing, you guys. Step bro. This sounds dark, dude. What the fuck, dude?
Walked in the room, every face the same. same slick grin, same rotten name. Files on the table, photos in the stack.
Bro.
Every copy smiling like it wants you back. Epstein in the mirror, Epstein on the screen. Everywhere I'm turning, it's the same bad dream. You can shut your eyes, but they all still breathe. Epstein, Epstein, how many can you see? Bad man blueprint stamped in the blood. Printed in the shadows, shipped through the mud. Truth in the chokehold, buried under glass. Change one monster, another walks past. Epstein in the mirror, Epstein on the screen. Everywhere I'm turning, it's the same bad dream. You can shut your eyes, but they...
Dude, I'm not gonna lie. I'm still blown away by AI. Like, AI creating music is just so wild to me. I don't know why it's so wild to me. I don't know why the concept is so crazy to me. I know it already is just a real thing, but sometimes it just feels so amazing. It feels like a miracle. Like, AI makes good music.
Epstein, Epstein, how many can you see?
All right, now I'm gonna have it create me an instrumental. This one's going to be called Captain Picard Makes Me Hard. And I'm going to make this an instrumental only. And let's see what happens. So yeah, this is an instrumental only. No lyrics. I just called it Captain Picard Makes Me Hard. Picard makes me hard. Like, what's so wrong with that? I don't know. Everybody acting like it's strange. Everybody acting like it's weird. But Captain Picard makes me hard, bro. Sorry. Okay, let's see what we got here. Okay, you guys ready for this? We're going to rap. Tim Smith says, ever seen Adam Livington react to his new video right now called Why Am I More Bullish Than Ever on MSTR? Epic. Oh, God. Okay, Adam Livingston. Okay, let me cue that up. Actually, Adam Livingston. Bullet. Oh God.
Good day, everyone. My name is Adam Livingston.
Real quick, we got to listen to this song. I queued it up though. I queued that up. Let's just listen to this real quick. Are you guys ready for a cool song? And then we're going to react to why I am more bullish than ever on MSTR, which I don't know why anybody would be, but whatevs. Everybody wants to know, why does Picard make me hard? I don't really know. Take out the cards, even if I gotta go every time. I know that I'm the one to blame all day long, and I'm doing it wearing juicy man thong all day, all night. And I know it makes me feel tight, 'cause I'm wearing a man thong all day long. Even though it feels wrong, gonna wear my man thong. I'm gonna wear my man thong. And even if it feels so wrong, gonna wear my man thong. And even if it feels wrong, I'm gonna wear my man thong. 'Cause every day I know I've got somewhere to go, and I gotta shake my ass. I'm gonna touch some grass every time I go, and every time I know. Everybody wants to feel me coming down, 'cause I'm gonna shake my ass all day, even if my buddies call me gay. All I know is I've gotta twerk, 'cause I'm a jerk. All day long in a juicy man thong. Even if everybody, nobody really understands me, 'cause I always wear my thong, my juicy man thong. 'Cause I'm always wearing it. Juicy man thong, juicy man thong. 'Cause I'm always wearing my juicy, 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 juicy. I am always wearing my juicy man thong, even all day long, everyone. 'Cause I'm always wearing it, and I look like I've got a clit. And everybody's staring at my male camel toe. And everybody knows my dick is small, covered in my overalls. I just really wanna shake my ass all day long. In a juicy man thong. In a juicy man thong. In a juicy man thong. All day long. In a juicy man thong. In a juicy man thong. Here we go.
And I am the Bitcoin wizard. I am more bullish than ever on Bitcoin. Therefore, I'm more bullish.
Oh God, we're going to be watching this chode named Adam Livingston. Or I'll tap the like button, even though I'm sure I'm going to disagree with this. Unfortunately, this guy is more bullish than ever on micro penis strategies. And I'm very sad about that, by the way. I'm very sad about that. Let's keep going.
Bullish than ever on MSTR. I am a permabull, okay? I don't care what the sentiment is because the bears are wrong. Yes, I...
Oh, really? So why am I wrong? Tell me why I'm wrong, Adam Livingston. Tell me why I should have faith in the almighty Michael Saylor. And by the way, Bitcoin was created by pedos for pedos. I just want to let you know that. So Bitcoin by proxy is a PDF file currency. That's all I got to say.
I know that this might upset some of you.
Hey everybody, let's give a shout out to Tim Smith for recommending this video. You know what? I'm going to subscribe to this guy just because I feel like honestly, this guy's going to be the best reaction material because I love reacting to grifters on YouTube, and I love it when grifters tell me that I should be bullish on something that I should be bearish on, especially when that thing has no intrinsic value. Considering that Micro Wiener Strategies is basically running a Ponzi scheme allegedly, I have every bit, I have all the doubts in the world. I have every single doubt in the world about Bitcoin. I heavily doubt Bitcoin.
Because some of you have the time horizon of an ant, but we are going to go over some math today.
No, Bitcoin has no intrinsic value. It has no real world use. There's no reason why people would want Bitcoin at all. Bitcoin is highly unstable at the end of the day when it comes to price volatility, and the fact of the matter is, all you really own at the end of the day is a small string of data. That's about it, bro.
And some of the fundamentals that I don't normally talk about, and they will blow your mind. Michael Saylor is calmly staring into the abyss while the CNBC anchors continue to...
Michael Saylor, Michael Saylor. Because we all love Michael Saylor.
And restaurateurs and bar owners.
God, go away.
Good day, everyone. My name is Adam. But we are going to go over some
Let's
those
keep watching.
people, the Bitcoin bears. They live in a permanent state of spiritual malnutrition.
Wait, how am I spiritually malnutritioned when you're the one who's trying to tell me to basically get into a Ponzi scheme? Tell me that. Riddle me that, bro.
Portfolio strategy looks like this. Buy fear and sell the hope, and then write a 10-tweet thread about prudence from some rented apartment with the beige carpet and a fridge full of debt. You see, Bitcoin bears love one thing. They like feeling smarter than reality. They sit there...
Well, no, because we're right. The problem is that I'm right. There's a good reason that I'm a Bitcoin bear, because Bitcoin has no intrinsic value. And anything with an intrinsic value of 0 eventually goes to 0. Bitcoin will always be in a bubble if there's any dollar amount besides 0 posted next to it. It's as simple as that. It's as simple as that.
With their little Excel spreadsheets like medieval peasants trying to predict eclipses. According to my model, they whisper.
I don't have a model. You don't need to have a model to figure out that Bitcoin is a Ponzi scheme on a digital scale. It's called take a look at what it really is and just be honest with yourself. Look at Bitcoin as a pure product. If you look at Bitcoin, it becomes fairly obvious that you're just owning a string of data that is intrinsically worthless because it's not backed by anything. Bitcoin is a Ponzi scheme, and if you guys can't admit that, I don't know what to tell you, man.
Bitcoin should
I don't know what
return
to tell you.
fair value. Brother, your model also says that you should have hair. Now, if you look at 2026 so far, yeah, there are adverse market conditions, and strategy continues to work like a vampire king of capital markets. Saylor is treating volatility like it's oxygen. They are stacking Bitcoin at a faster pace than ever in today's regime.
I will laugh so hard when Bitcoin goes to 10,000. Bitcoin deserves to go to $10,000 per coin. And don't get me wrong, like if Bitcoin actually does go to $10,000 per coin, sure. I'll buy some because I've been betting against Bitcoin so long and I keep making more money. Every time Bitcoin goes down, I make money because I bet against it because I'm a smart person. And I've made more money betting against it than anything else. So it's pretty easy to predict where Bitcoin's going. It's going to zero because Bitcoin is what? A Ponzi scheme. You guys are learning.
That's correct. Remember 2022 when they were most...
I can't stand people who are bullish on Bitcoin, though. I don't get it. Like, if you want to be bullish on it, fine. I mean, I'll accept you for who you are, but you're so misguided if you think that you should be bullish on this shit.
Stagnant. It's not like that anymore. They are driving all the Bitcoin out of circulation like quant sorcerers, okay? Everybody else is seeing a risky asset, and Saylor is laser eyeing into this balance sheet weapon that is Bitcoin. And this is the real reason why I'm more bullish than ever, because strategy has progressed from a company with Bitcoin exposure.
See, strategy's trying to buy up as much Bitcoin because they want to be able to manipulate the price at any time. The reason that strategy is buying up Bitcoin is so they can manipulate the price by selling and buying in massive scales. It's as simple as that. Yeah, and of course, Michael frickin' Saylor is going to be bullish on Bitcoin. When is he not? He always is He's always bullish on Bitcoin, unfortunately.
Into a machine that is converting capital access into Bitcoin inventory. That is the entire arc. That is the plot. Every single cycle, they level up. But now it's speeding up. Every 3 months, they are leveling up. And the bears are still stuck on the same old questions, okay? But what about the premium? Listen, pal, the premium exists because the...
I love how this snooty little bitch of a man is trying to tell me what to do. This little snooty biatch of a man is trying to tell me I'm wrong for being a bear. Well, tell me why you're right. By the way, every single explanation that this man is telling you is not an explanation, it's an excuse. This man is this guy is coping with the fact that he has been promoting a Ponzi scheme for so long. And hey, get this. This guy has 40,000 subscribers, by the way, for promoting a Ponzi. All right? Granted, you know what's crazy? If I would have sold out and turned this channel into a crypto channel 2 years ago, I would have 40,000 subscribers too, because only idiots and gamblers love Bitcoin. And there's far too many idiots and gamblers on fucking YouTube. Too many. If anything. All right? Too many gamblers and fuckery on YouTube.
Underlying thing has demand. People pay up for conviction, they pay up for liquidity, they pay up for leverage, and they pay up for execution. And historically, that has been an amazing idea. The bear brain continues to view that as a flaw, and the grown-up brain views that as a feature with the price. Saylor built the only public company that treats Bitcoin accumulation like it's an Olympic sport. It's like it's Formula One or a military campaign by Julius.
This guy's a certified village idiot, by the way. I don't know. Adam Livingston, I'm actually ashamed that I tapped the subscribe button. I am ashamed that I subscribed to this moron's channel. I cannot stand Bitcoin shills, dude. Bitcoin is so stupid. All cryptocurrency is grifter currency. It's for... Dude, cryptocurrency was created by pedos for pedos. That's all I gotta say. Created by pedos for pedos. That's all you need to know, bro. All you need to know. It's not hard to figure out. Let's keep going.
Caesar himself. The rest of corporate America continues to treat treasury management like a sad little ritual, parking cash in T-bills and pretending that that counts as a strategy. And at the same time...
And one of the reasons we're watching this, by the way, is because it's been rumored that Jeffrey Epstein allegedly funded the development of Bitcoin. I repeat, allegedly Jeffrey Epstein funded the development of Bitcoin, which means that Jeffrey Epstein is the funding father of Bitcoin, the funding father. So, yeah, unfortunately.
Strategy is treating capital as ammunition and Bitcoin as the objective. So yes, more bullish than ever. The math today is going to blow your mind. We are going to look.
My mind is blown not by the math, but by my mind is blown by how much of an idiot you are, by how much of a shill you are for Bitcoin. Bitcoin is for gamblers and grifters and PDF files. Straight up. Let's keep watching.
Look at something called reality here, and we're not going to let the fear narrative...
Are you trying to tell me that I need to live in reality? Is this asshole trying to tell me that I need to live in reality? What? This guy has the nerve. I can't believe this moron has the nerve to tell me to live in reality. This moron has the nerve to tell me, yeah, you need to live in reality, bro. Yeah. Can we make fun of Jake Cleaver next? I don't even know who that is, dude.
Is getting our way of reaching glory. So to the bears watching...
I'm assuming he's a crypto shill, though.
This, yeah, go ahead, keep posting your charts, do your little line squiggles, call your tops. Please keep doing that thing where you celebrate a drawdown like you invented gravity, because every single time that you are on your little phone tweeting, an angel gets its wings and Sailor gets another tranche filled of Bitcoin. So let's get into the numbers, because...
Here's the thing, though. Bitcoin is going to keep going down because nobody actually has faith in Bitcoin, because they know it's about as worthwhile as an NFT, and we all know that NFTs are garbage. We also know that Bitcoin is garbage. We know that all you own, people are starting to wake up to the fact that Bitcoin will never be an adopted currency. People will never really use it, because the only thing that people use Bitcoin for, people mainly use Bitcoin when it comes to a transactional purpose. They use it for human trafficking and all sorts of illegal shit. Sorry, Bitcoin is not worth it. Bitcoin is dirty digital money. It's dirty digital money. And I wouldn't even consider it money. It's a worthless currency. Dude, this guy makes my blood boil. This Adam Livingston guy makes my blood royally boil, dude. I've never been so angry at this guy. This guy is telling me that I need to live in reality, but this guy is telling me that that in order for me to live in reality, I gotta buy Bitcoin on the dip so that way I can get rich. If I don't get in now, I'm gonna be poor forever. Oh, what a fucking chud.
Because the math has a body count. But before I do, I really want to take a quick moment and thank Horizon for sponsoring this video. If you guys didn't know, Horizon is an amazing company that is built by Bitcoiners for Bitcoin.
Wait a minute. Why do you need a sponsor? I'm assuming that you're so loaded with Bitcoin. This guy is such a shill. Dude, this guy sucks, dude.
Bitcoiners, and they help you take your trapped home equity, value that's sitting there, not doing anything, not even outperforming inflation. And they help you take that trapped home equity that you already have into the Bitcoin dip. And yeah, you could...
Are you kidding me? You're taking your home equity and using it to buy Bitcoin on the dip? That is the stupidest thing I've ever fucking heard. Your home at least has intrinsic value. Your real estate, by the way, the reason that real estate appreciates in value over time is because, one, not only is there a limited supply, but real estate is actually useful in reality. In reality, all Bitcoin is a useless string of data that nobody actually really wants, and the only reason that people get into it is so they can get into it early, sell it for a higher price to some other idiot, because it's all greater fool theory. Greater fool theory requires that I, as an idiot, am going to buy Bitcoin in this instance, and then I'm going to sell it to some other idiot for a higher price than what I bought it for. Greater fool theory. Bitcoin lives and breathes and dies by the philosophy of greater fool theory. That's all it is. It is a scam, and you know it. And if you don't realize, this guy is clearly running a Ponzi. This guy's a Ponzi artist. Allegedly. This guy's a Ponzi artist.
Buy the MSTR dip if you wanted to as well. And you don't have to make more monthly payments. There are no...
I can't... Dude, this guy seems so weaselly. I hate that. I am so mad that I'm watching this right now. Tim Smith, I love you, bro. I'm going to keep watching this, though. But I'm very angry. This guy sucks. This dude, this Adam Livingston guy, man, sucks.
No forced liquidation, leverage, gambling nonsense at all. It's literally your trapped home equity into Bitcoin. They will help you every single step.
I can't believe this guy's promoting a product to take people's trapped home equity and use it towards fucking buying the Bitcoin dip. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? So let me get this straight. I'm going to take my home equity and use it towards something extremely worthless called Bitcoin. Huh. Yeah, Bitcoin is so fucking worthless. Dude, seriously, Bitcoin is worthless. It deserves to go to zero, and it deserves to be at zero. Bitcoin is bullshit.
The way link is in the description below. I will talk more about Horizon at the end of the video. Okay, slide 2.
I am disgusted by this guy. This guy is an evil grifter. This guy's evil. Oh my God. You know, I thought I hated Epstein. But I think I hate this guy even more than I hate Epstein. And that is, I mean, honestly, and I by the way, this guy probably, just the fact that this guy is trying to tell people to take their equity in their home and use it towards buying Bitcoin on the dip, that is so incredibly stupid. That is so incredibly stupid. And honestly, that should be illegal. You're basically taking the equity of your home, the unused equity of your home, and using it towards buying the dip of a Ponzi scheme. Holy frickin' crap, holy dude. Bitcoin deserves to go to zero.
Here, this one is really going to make the Bitcoin
I'm serious when I say this. You want to know why I want Bitcoin to go to zero? Well, one, I want it to go to zero because it has zero intrinsic value. But here's another reason I want Bitcoin to go to zero. Because of this guy. This guy right here. If you guys can see where my mouse is hovering, this guy right here is the sole reason I want Bitcoin to go to zero. I want Bitcoin to go to zero so this guy cries on his webcam that he lost all of his equity in Bitcoin because he's a moron.
It's physically itchy like it's a meth allergy because it forces them to confront a concept that they have avoided their entire lives. That math continues to happen even after they tweet. Now, you guys know if we go back to the April 2024 halving,
I don't care how much halving happens. Bitcoin is useless. At the end of the day, Bitcoin has zero intrinsic value, and Bitcoin should, in theory, should continue to go down because of its lack of intrinsic value. And by the way, just because the Bitcoin halving happens, just because it's tougher to mine Bitcoin on the blockchain, doesn't make it any more or any less valuable than it was yesterday. In fact, if anything, Bitcoin is still as worthless 10 years ago as it is today. Bitcoin is like I said, Bitcoin is as worthless today as it was 5 to 10 years ago. Bitcoin has zero intrinsic value. It deserves to go to zero. And I repeat, Bitcoin deserves to go to fucking zero. Yeah, you want to know what real money is? Here's what real money is. Silver, gold, real estate, stocks. Assets are money. Assets are the real money. Cash is not real money. Bitcoin is not real money. You know what the real money is? By the way, currency is not money. Cash is a currency, therefore it's not money. Bitcoin is a digital currency, therefore it's not money. In fact, if anything, it's a digital collectible. Here are the real assets that you need to realize matter. Stocks, real estate, silver, gold. Anything that the government can print, or anything that isn't backed by anything valuable, or anything that just isn't valuable, period, deserves to go to zero. Bitcoin deserves to go to zero, straight up. I want to thank Tim Smith again. This has been a very entertaining reaction.
What did we see? We saw the new supply drop to about 400 450 Bitcoin issued per day. Cool, great, everybody claps, the miners adjust, TikTok historians cry, and the usual crowd, they post their stock to flow charts like it's some sacred scripture carved into a Red Lobster menu. And then strategy enters the frame like a final boss, because while the Bitcoin network is
This guy sucks so bad. This guy sucks so hard, dude. I cannot stand Bitcoin shills. Bitcoin shills are the worst.
Around 450 coins per day, strategy has been buying at a pace that competes with the entire daily issuance. That is the point. That is the event. That is the thing that the bears refuse to stare at for longer than 2 seconds because it triggers their survival instincts. Now, here's one quick fact for you from January.
Do you want to know why I'm bearish on Bitcoin? Like I keep saying, it has no intrinsic value, dude. And by the way, you are a Ponzi scheme guy. I bet this guy, honestly, this guy reminds me of a degenerate gambler. Straight up.
2024 onward. That's correct. Let's go back slightly over.
I think anybody who promotes Bitcoin on an excessive basis is a degenerate gambler. Degenerate gambler. That's what you are if you promote Bitcoin. If you have a crypto channel, a Bitcoin channel, you are a degenerate gambler.
2 years, January 2024. The buying rate of strategy averages 516 Bitcoin per day. That's correct. 450 Bitcoin versus 516 Bitcoin purchased per day. And this is the fun part. In 2026, so far, year to date, it has been 949 Bitcoin.
Oh, speaking of which, silver's up even higher in the overnight markets. Let's take a look. 71.72. Hot damn, dude. I'll take it. I love silver. 71.71. I'll take that. All right, give me a second. I'm selling a little bit of my silver. 71.71. Hell yeah. Nice. And this is why I love swing trading silver, dude. In a span of a couple days, I already have a 7% gain. But that's because I gradually buy the dip on silver. And it's not financial advice, by the way. I just want to let everybody know that. 94.42. Shit. On gold. Hell yeah. 94.42. 94.42. Let's see. Sell. But yeah, this is crazy. Oh, and this is SLV, by the way. So here's the thing. I buy exposure to silver through silver-based ETFs like SLV. So I use ETFs to buy silver. Now, I don't physically hold the silver in my hand. The silver basically is in my brokerage account. So the silver ETF remains in my account. Essentially, I don't go, like, I'll give you an example. I'm not going out to the store to buy silver, right? So here's how I buy the silver. I go on like Robinhood or Schwab, one of my brokerage accounts, and I buy the SLV primarily. I've been really sticking to the SLV because it honestly has a more accurate spot price than any of the other ones. Like if I go with a closed-end fund, I'm not going to get as much of an accurate. I'm not going to get the accurate spot price. You're gonna get the best spot price through the SLV ETF, in my opinion. There's probably other ETFs that give you a better spot price overall, but this actually gives you the most accurate, in my opinion. Currently, it's sitting at $71.70 per share, but it moves. It moves with the silver market. So if silver's spot price is 5.5% up today, then this is going to be about roughly 5.5% as well, as close as it could be. It's never going to be 100% accurate, but I'll tell you what, I'll take this over anything else. I love swing trading silver. I think swing trading silver is probably, in my opinion, one of the best things in the world, and I love it. I'm addicted to it. It's not financial advice, but I just love doing it, man. I'm obsessed. But yeah, no, I really do enjoy the silver. I love swing trading the silver markets like with a passion. And here's the thing: whenever silver dips, I'm constantly buying the dip of I'm constantly buying the silver dip because that's how much I believe in it, man. I believe in silver wholeheartedly. Yeah, so like right now, silver's going on a bull run, a nighttime bull run, man. I love it. But yeah, I got a 7.15% total return on my position. It's all because I slowly buy the dip and I slowly sell on the incline. I buy on the decline and I sell. I buy a little bit on the decline and then I sell a little bit on the incline, straight up.
Coin per day. That is more than double the miner reward rate every single day. And that number alone kind of changes the vibe of the entire asset because we know that Saylor is never going to sell these coins. 949 per day. The individuals continue to sell to Saylor, and he's locking them up and he's throwing away the key. A single entity absorbing at...
So Michael Saylor's buying 949 Bitcoin every day? What a fucking... I'm sorry, he's a moron. He's basically betting it all on a Ponzi scheme. Michael Saylor is literally betting it all on a Ponzi scheme. That's what he's doing, bro. That is exactly what he's doing. He's betting it all on a worthless, stupid Ponzi scheme. I mean, this is blowing my mind, man. Shanghai silver and gold markets are closed this week. Oh, okay. Why is that?
This scale creates an economic gravity well, a vacuum, a drain in the global Bitcoin bathtub, if you will. And this is why I call it the synthetic halving, because the protocol halves the supply on a schedule and Saylor halves the float through execution, okay? That is the entire narrative in one sentence.
I hate the way this guy speaks. He talks to me like I'm an idiot. Right? He talks to his viewers like they're stupid, like they're children. Like, okay, you guys, you just got to know that, like, hey, there's math involved here, and that Michael Saylor is buying from everybody. OMG.
And it's happening
Crazy.
during market conditions that usually slow everybody else down because it means that there's tighter liquidity. It means that there's noisy headlines, risk committee meetings full of adults who fear happiness. Now picture the bear model, okay? You know the one, some tragic spreadsheet.
No, the reason that we're bears, God, this guy doesn't understand that we think that Bitcoin is bullshit Ponzi scheme money. And we're tired of a-holes like you telling us to believe, you know, it's like the emperor has no clothes, right? Bitcoin is the emperor has no clothes. We're not going to pretend like Bitcoin is real money. We're not going to pretend that Bitcoin is real currency. It's phony, baloney, dildo money. It's phony, baloney garbage. And I don't believe you. Adam Livingston, your channel is a crypto shill channel. This is terrible. This might be one of the worst things I've ever seen, dude. This is so freaking bad.
Sheet where they assume that demand stays flat forever, that price behaves politely, and every single human being on Earth acts like a robot with a CFA.
Crazy.
Meanwhile, real markets, they run on marginal flows, they run on reflexivity, they run on leverage and panic, and strategy operates inside the actual system, not some bare fan fiction. Because this is something that you gotta understand when it comes to Bitcoin. Price is set at the margin, not by vibes, not by your uncle's opinion, okay? The price is set by
The price is set by a bunch of morons buying into it. By the way, the price of Bitcoin is just going to keep going down. It should go down. Now, if Bitcoin goes up in price, that really sucks because that means the Ponzi scheme is being pumped up again. Greater fool theory lives on. If Bitcoin goes up, man, greater fool theory lives on.
Incremental buyers and sellers.
I just want to see micro wiener strategies go bankrupt because it's a terrible company. Michael Saylor is such a piece of crap. Like, he really is one of the worst CEOs of all time. He's literally gambling with his company. And I feel bad for, I really do feel bad for the MicroStrategy shareholders who are in it for the long run because they're about ready to see what bankruptcy looks like.
So when a huge buyer steps in and persistently eats a large portion of the daily flow like this, the supply has two options, either higher prices or coins that are shaken loose from holders through pain and temptation. But either way, the clearance price changes, and this is where the real comedy begins, Kay, because the bears, This is where the real comedy begins.
Dude, I can't stand this guy. This guy talks like I hate this guy. I have never been more angry at anybody in my life. This guy pisses me off. Oh my God.
This level of persistent structural demand, and then they respond with moral philosophy. Well, they should diversify. Yes, and the Titanic should have diversified into fewer icebergs. The mission here stays very...
Oh my God, this guy's a moron. You can't even compare. That's a terrible analogy. This guy is an example of what a village... This guy is more arrogant than he is intelligent, okay? This guy is more arrogant than he is intelligent. Oh, this guy sucks. This guy sucks. He is so bad, dude. I don't know why anybody would own Micro Wiener Strategies, dude. It's a terrible company, dude. Micro Wiener Strategies by Michael Saylor is one of the worst companies of all time. He literally turned his software company into a Bitcoin treasury. How much of a scam is that? He literally... The entire philosophy of his company now is to be a treasury for a Ponzi scheme. Let that sink in. Micro Wiener Strategies, Michael Saylor, turned his company into a Bitcoin treasury, and Bitcoin's a scam. And because Bitcoin's a scam, he is literally like, this is insane. I am so mad. Tim Smith, thank you, by the way. I got to say two things to Tim Smith, okay? One, Tim Smith, thank you for showing me that this guy exists. Two, fuck you. Just kidding on the fuck you part. But no, seriously, thank you. This is, by the way, I love reacting to videos where I get angry. I am angry at this guy. I am so fucking upset at this crypto guy. Oh my God, he is just the level of copium in the Bitcoin space is killing me. But I do want to thank you, Tim Smith. This is the funniest thing I've ever watched. This is bad. This is gold. Because this is content gold right here because it's so easy to hate. I'm getting heated. Every time I watch this dude, I'm watching this guy and I'm so angry right now. I'm so upset.
Very simple. Accumulate a finite asset in Bitcoin with scale, discipline, and capital markets mastery. And Saylor is running the only public company where the treasury management is looking like warfare. Everybody else is still playing defense with cash. This dude is playing offense with Bitcoin. He's taking the world's most debased financial system and is using it as a pipeline into scarce digital property. That is a cheat code and it's gonna keep working. So when people ask me, Adam, the price is down, how are you still so bullish? Because
I don't know how anybody could be. I don't care what price Bitcoin is. Bitcoin can be $1 per coin. Bitcoin can be $1 million per coin. I know what the actual price of Bitcoin is, and the actual intrinsic value price of it, the actual book value of Bitcoin, $0. $0. It's zero. Fuck. It's $0 fucking is the intrinsic value of Bitcoin. So literally, Michael Saylor is backing his entire stupid fucking company by something that has imaginary value. It has 0 intrinsic value. So therefore, Michael Saylor's company has 0 intrinsic value because it's a Bitcoin treasury. I don't even know what to say anymore, man. Michael Saylor might be the greatest grifter of all time. He may be the greatest grifter ever.
Because the halving is reducing the flow, but strategy is attacking the flow, and the bears keep showing up like they're mall cops to stop a freight train. And a lot of people might say, yeah.
Dude, his fucking analogies are pissing me. I mean, they're kind of funny. I'm not going to lie. This guy's analogies are kind of funny. But at the same time, I'm so incredibly pissed off at this guy for being one of the crazy. This guy's a crazy Bitcoin shill. He is an insane Bitcoin shill. And I still don't know why. I don't get why.
MSTR got lucky once. Let's go back to August 10th, 2020, okay? That is the start date of the Bitcoin standard era, the Bitcoin treasury strategy beginning date. Now, fun fact, since that fateful day, strategy has added roughly 355 Bitcoin per day on average for over 5.5 years straight.
Oh my God, that's crazy. 355 Bitcoin a day. Oh, man. Why would you dollar cost average into a Ponzi scheme? Michael Saylor is literally dollar cost averaging into a Ponzi scheme. Oh, this hurts my soul. Every part of my soul is hurting right now. My soul is hurting. My soul, I can't, my holes, my soul. I feel like I'm getting the life sucked out of me right now. This sucks so bad.
Pause the video if you have to realize how insane that is.
Yeah, I got to pause it just to realize how insane you are. Holy crap. I am pausing the video to realize how insane you are. And also, yeah, I am pausing the video to realize how insane it is for any company to buy 355 Bitcoin per day on average. That is insane. That would be like, let's say Michael Garza started a company, all right? Let's say I started a company called we'll say Micro Wiener Strategy. Let's say I started a company called Micro Wiener Strategy, okay? Michael Garza starts Micro Wiener Strategy. And I say, one day I'm like, you know what? How about we just ditch everything that we were doing? We're about ready to go bankrupt anyway because I don't know how to fucking run a business. And we know what we're going to do? We're going to go all in on magic cards. You heard me. We're just going to buy as many box sets of magic cards that we can, and we're just going to rack up on as many magic cards as we possibly can, okay? And you know what we're going to do? We're going to be a Magic the Gathering card treasury. We're going to be a treasury for Magic the Gathering cards. Now tell me, how insane does that business strategy sound? It's insane. And you know what else is insane? Michael Saylor basically did the same thing, except for not with Magic the Gathering cards, no. He created a Bitcoin treasury. Do you know how insane it would be if I started a Magic the Gathering or a Pokemon card treasury? It's insane. It's insane. Oh, man. I understand that this Ponzi scheme is the reason that his company didn't necessarily go bankrupt because he literally gambled. He was like, you know what? We're going to go bankrupt anyway. Let's gamble on this stupid Ponzi scheme. And then the Ponzi scheme ended up working out. And then he became a forever advocate of this Ponzi. So, oh my God.
Because that is a factory, that is a pipeline, that is a living organism consuming the supply. And the funniest part, the part that makes the bears stare into the...
you know what? I think Micro Penis Strategy is a dead company inside. I think it's dead.
Mirror and see a clown is that the pace continues to accelerate. Because the accumulation curve of the finite asset has a shape, it has slope, it has intent. This thing has gone from one bold move to repeatable system. Let's look at the yearly ads, okay? Let me go ahead and shrink this down for you here. The year 2020, they added 70,470 Bitcoin. 2021, they added a little bit less, 53,921. Then the crypto winter hit 2022. They only added 8,109 Bitcoin.
So wait a minute. So during the crypto winter, they didn't even bother buying more Bitcoin? So you're telling me that Bitcoin went down heavily in price and then Michael Saylor didn't even bother buying on the dip? And then all of a sudden he buys more in 2023, buys more in 2024, He's going all in on this Ponzi scheme. Michael Saylor is doubling down on the biggest Ponzi scheme of all time. This is wild to me, man. I'm sorry. You don't need advanced mathematics to figure out that this is a Ponzi scheme. I mean, it is good to use a little bit of logic. You just need basic logic. At the end of the day, you just need some basic logic to understand that this is a full-fledged Ponzi scheme. And by the way, just to let you know, Mr. Durka346, by the way, I've been buying the dip on Bitcoin. I got into Bitcoin pretty early, and I ended up holding on to it in Coinbase, and I never sold it, and then I bet against Bitcoin and made more money betting against it than betting for it. So no, I've made a lot of money off Bitcoin. I've just made more money betting against it than anything else, because Bitcoin's a Ponzi scheme, and I'm well aware of it, and you clearly are not. If you don't realize that Bitcoin's a Ponzi scheme, I got a bridge to sell you, dude. I got a fucking bridge to sell you.
2023 was a huge rebound to 56,650. And then in 2024, they added over 250,000 coins, 257,250 BTC. And then in 2025, 226,102 BTC. And it's only February 18th, and they have already added 44,630 Bitcoin in 2026. Now that
he is so fucked. Michael Saylor's screwed, bro. Michael Saylor is so screwed. He literally turned his entire company into a Ponzi scheme. You know, it's so funny. You look far enough back into history, and then you look at history, and then you look at today, and you just see history repeat itself over and over and over again. You have, is Michael Saylor the modern day Charles Ponzi? I mean, I think he is. I think Michael Saylor is the modern day Charles Ponzi. I really firmly believe this. I just think that he's not good, dude. Not good at all, bro.
That 2022 number is more than people realize. If you remember, that was the crypto winter. That was the era of collapse, lawsuits, yield scams, influencers learning the word.
Bitcoin is a scam. All of these, FTX is a scam. It's all a scam.
Sobriety. And yet the machine survived the winter, tightened the bolts, and then it came out swinging like this. Then 2020.
Look, Bitcoin's not going to go anywhere because Bitcoin is decentralized. What I'm trying to say is that the price of Bitcoin is far too high. It's a Ponzi scheme. Bitcoin deserves to go to $0, but it's not. It'll probably go somewhere close to $1. But Bitcoin deserves to go to $1. The reason I'm bearish on Bitcoin is because it's simple. It's a straight up multi-level marketing scheme. It's a digital chaos. It's stupid. It has no value. Bitcoin is intrinsically valueless.
24 hits and strategy adds over 250,000 Bitcoin, like someone gave Saylor a Costco membership for scarce assets, and then 2025 repeats the performance at scale. And now 2026, in a second crypto winter, is showing a pace that annualizes to 339,370.
Oh, Bernie Madoff? Yeah, I can't forget about Madoff, dude. Honestly, though, I feel like, here's the thing. I think what Michael Saylor is doing, I firmly believe that what Michael Saylor is doing is worse than what Bernie Madoff did. I think that Micro Wiener Strategies is worse than Halliburton. No, not Halliburton, sorry. Enron. I think that what Michael Saylor is doing is more criminal than Enron, Bernie Madoff, and any other Ponzi scheme artist combined has ever done. I think that Michael Saylor, I think the company's going down. Micro Wiener Strategies is not long for this world anymore, man. I have a feeling that Bitcoin is going to keep going down and keep going down and keep going down. Even if Michael Saylor tries to manipulate the price, the people realize that Bitcoin is stupid. People are slowly realizing that Bitcoin's a scam. And then also, with all the new information that's come out, that Jeffrey Epstein may have been the one who funded the Bitcoin project to begin with, there's even theories that Jeffrey Epstein may be Satoshi. How crazy is that? Don't know how true it is. It's all alleged. But if you guys can't admit that Bitcoin's a Ponzi scheme, I don't know what to tell you. I would like to think it's fairly self-evident that it's a Ponzi scheme, but people are still falling for it. People are falling for this garbage, bro. I don't understand. Will I ever know why? I don't. I just don't know. But yeah, people are falling for the Ponzi, bro. They're just falling for the Ponzi, bro. Oh, boy, oh boy.
For BTC, more than 2024 and 2025. Now that number carries a message, doesn't it? The strategy matured, the operation scaled, digital credit is here, the capital markets became an acquisition conveyor belt. Here's how to think about it. Most companies treat their balance sheets like they are filing cabinets. Safe, boring, polite. Strategy is treating it like a weapon, like a...
No. Are you kidding me? Micro Wiener Strategies is basically a degenerate gambler at a casino who's probably wielding a weapon about ready to do terrible things to other people. Micro Wiener Strategies' balance sheet is a psychopath. If you think that what Micro Wiener Strategies is doing as a company is a good idea, just stop. Just please stop it. What are you doing, bro?
Siege engine, like something designed to capture scarce digital property using...
I need a second. I just need a second. Oh, fucking shit, dude. I just don't know what to do, bro.
Using the full toolkit of public markets, okay? And that's why this continues to accelerate. This is less about some one-time decision and more about organized identity. The execution is improving access.
Tim Smith says, Adam's video called Bitcoiners Are the New Elite. The sad truth about normies might be the most epic ever. Oh my god. I'm gonna fucking cry, dude. I'm gonna cry. This guy sucks so much. So hold on. So Tim Smith is saying it's called Bitcoiners are the new elite. Okay, I got to see this. Bitcoiners are the new elite. Oh, fucking shit, dude. Oh. God.
Good day, everyone.
God damn it. I'm so angry. I'm so angry right now.
Happy Saturday. My name is Adam Livingston, and I am the Bitcoin Wizard. Now, I hate to...
Why most normies will never be orange pilled. I'm going to read this real quick. Orange pilling isn't just an information problem, it's a psychology problem. Layered on top of a liquidity problem, wrapped in a cognitive bandwidth crisis. What the fuck? Most people run their lives on now mode. No, the only person who's living their life on now mode is you. You're a degenerate gambler because you got into Bitcoin, bro. Anyway, bills due Friday, kids needing shoes, rent checks clearing, chaos management, and dopamine hits. In that operating system, long horizon abstract thinking gets cut from the budget first, like a luxury subscription you cancel during a tough month. Bitcoin demands 3 rare traits simultaneously. Comfort with volatility that would make most people nauseous. Honestly, why do you guys think that I swing trade silver? At least I know that I'm getting... When I buy silver on the dip, I know that I'm at least buying into something that has real-world utility and is sought after by real people and can be used for real things. If I buy Bitcoin on the dip, there is no guarantee that Bitcoin will ever go back up again. There is more of a likelihood that silver is going to go back up again because silver has intrinsic value. It has actual basic utility in the real world. Bitcoin does not have utility in the real world. This is a problem. Okay? This is a problem. Anyway, socially, let's see, in comfort being early, socially awkward, and repeatedly wrong until suddenly you're right. That's not a small ask. The real barrier isn't access to information. It's cognitive bandwidth and temperament. Most people are already operating at capacity. Dude, I make plenty of money swing trading silver because I understand that silver is more valuable than Bitcoin. I even swing trade gold a little bit. This is so frustrating. This guy sucks.
To break it to you, but...
Tim Smith says, ha ha ha, I'm dying. I feel like, dude, honestly, I feel like I'm dying inside watching this video. Oh, God. This guy is the cringiest guy I've ever seen. You know what? I'm going to tap the like video, not because I actually like this, but because I want to react to more of this idiot's videos. I want to react to more of this moron's videos. This guy's insane. This guy is literally an insane person.
Most normies will never be orange-pilled. Picture the average person's daily operating system, okay?
And by the way, the irony is, I do have Bitcoin. I actually got into Bitcoin very early. Let's just keep going.
Up already late because they stayed up doom scrolling TikTok like that was their second job, and their brain just needed one more hit of some guy yelling at an airport. And then when they wake up late, they roll out of bed, they check their bank app with one eye closed like it's going to bite them, and then they do the quiet little prayer where they hope that the rent autopay didn't hit early. Then they do this morning ritual of modern spirituality.
It's called just don't live paycheck to paycheck. That's the goal. Always have enough money in your checking account to make sure that all of your bills are paid on time with no problem. I do not live paycheck to paycheck, and I do that intentionally because I don't want to have it. I don't want to have that much debt, and I want to make sure that if I ever run into some problems in my life, that way I'm backed up. So, I don't know.
Gas station coffee that tastes like melted tire, a protein bar that's basically sweetened drywall, and 10 minutes of staring into the void while their car warms up for the morning because the check engine light has been on since the Obama administration and they have just decided to coexist with it. Remember, this
guy blows so much.
Is the person that you are trying to orange pill. They have a 20...
I think this guy's on drugs. This guy has to be on some sort of level of drugs. I don't know what sort of hard drugs, allegedly. But allegedly, I think he's on Mephi. Allegedly.
2014 to 2018 used vehicle with, 180,000 miles on it, a cracked infotainment screen, and a Bluetooth connection that fails exactly when the call gets important. They drive to work listening to a podcast about mindset while actively living inside the opposite of mindset. And that...
I think this guy's describing himself. I really do. I think that this guy is describing who he used to be and who he still is as a person. This guy is describing exactly who he is today. Holy shit, I think I just made a new friend on YouTube, Adam Livingston, you guys. I just made a new friend on YouTube and his name is Adam Livingston, not because he's smart, but because he's dumb. I want to start reacting to his videos more often because this guy is the definition of an arrogant moron who thinks he's intelligent. Holy fucking shit.
That's when Bitcoin walks into the room wearing a tuxedo made of algebra, game theory, and personal responsibility, along with another infinite amount of abstract concepts. And then it says to the normie, hello, please upgrade your...
Here's the problem. Bitcoin is purely imaginary and has no intrinsic value. It exists, sure. But all you own at the end of the day is a worthless string of data that's not backed by anything of true value. And also, by the way, Bitcoin is open source. Therefore, it could be copycatted a million times. Why do you think Ethereum exists? Why do you think that Bitcoin Cash exists? Why do you think that all these offshoots of Bitcoin exist? Because Bitcoin's open source. By the way, when you create an open source product, you also open yourself up to competition. Bitcoin has an infinite layer of competition because there's new cryptos coming out every single day. And what happens is people then forget about Bitcoin and go to other cryptocurrencies. The crypto market is rife with bullshit. And I think people are starting to realize that crypto is grifto. I think more people are starting to wake up. You know what? I'm not orange-pilled. Because you know what? Being orange-pilled means that I would be Epstein-pilled, and I don't want that. Jeffrey Epstein allegedly funded the creation of Bitcoin. Bitcoin was created by pedos for pedos. It was created by PDF files for PDF files. Okay? Bitcoin is nasty.
Entire mental model of money and the world, and while you're at it, start thinking in decades and not pay periods. You see, that is the core issue.
The irony is I do this. I'm a real investor. I have a diversified portfolio, and it's not in crypto. Although I do have some cryptocurrencies in my Robinhood account, but I only have $1 of each. I have almost $10,000 freaking dollars in my checking account at all times. Almost. I have a very diversified portfolio that would make most people's heads spin. That people actually say that I'm a little too diversified, and I'm fine with that. I would rather be too diversified than not at all. The point is, I get dividends every day. I swing trade silver and I swing trade gold. And you want to know why I buy those on the dip? I buy gold and silver on the dip because it makes sense to buy something that has actual usefulness in reality. It makes sense to buy the dip on that. And I will always buy the dip on silver. Always. You want to know why? Because it's just the smart thing. And it's not financial advice. It's just the smart thing to do, in my opinion.
That we are facing and spreading the orange gospel, because orange pilling is a
he called it the orange gospel. It's a cult. This goes into my theory that Bitcoin is basically a cult at this point. It's not a currency, it's a cult. Bitcoin is not a currency, it's a cult. And this guy is forcing you to drink the Kool-Aid. This guy wants you to drink the Kool-Aid. Look at his mouth is open. He's ready for you. Look at that guy. He's ready for you. He's ready for that
cognitive migration to the normies. It's asking someone to move from concrete thinking to abstract thinking, short-term...
Oh, I think abstract, and by the way, I have abstract thinking capabilities and I have long-term thinking capabilities, so don't even lecture me. The only person who has short-term outlook is you. You have short-term outlook. Oh my.
Survival to long horizon strategy and social permission to independent judgment, which is probably the most important variable of all. And you see, most people never even begin to make that move because their life gives them no spare mental RAM, okay? Their life is running hot. Their calendar is full. Their tiny little nervous system is maxed. Their free time exists in tiny crumbs between obligations, and those crumbs get spent on comfort and not philosophy. Nobody finishes a 9-hour shift, argues with their toddler about bath time, microwaves something called a Southwest bowl, and then calmly sits down like a monk to reevaluate the ontology of money. You know, most people out there, they just treat money like it's the weather. It exists. It happens. Sometimes it's bad. Sometimes it's fine.
Here's the thing. There are people that are like myself who invest, but I invest in things with intrinsic value. I don't invest in things that are gambling Ponzi shit. Oh my God, this guy. I'm trying not to lose my cool. I'm trying so hard not to lose my cool right now. This guy sucks so much.
They don't see a system, they see a vibe. So when you say Bitcoin, they don't hear a technology or a monetary protocol or a global settlements network. They hear risk, weird internet thing, online casino, tech bro scam, another headache, another thing that they have to...
Yeah, tech bro scam. That actually defines it. Tech bro scam. Tech bro scam absolutely defines. Mr. Nobody says, fine, I hit the like button. Thank you, bud. I appreciate that. Tim Smith says, tired chili mac, wired something called a Southwest bull. Oh, man. But, dude, this Bitcoin guy is pissing me the fuck off, dude.
To research.
I cannot stand... Dude, cryptocurrency is grifter currency. And by the way, the more that I find out about Jeffrey Epstein, the more I realize that he basically allegedly funded the original Bitcoin project. And Bitcoin probably wouldn't exist without Jeffrey Epstein. Let that sink in. It was a crypt. By the way, Bitcoin was created by PDF files for PDF files. Let that sink in. Let it fucking sink in.
While already researching.
Yeah, I'm proud to be a normie. Okay, the thing is, I would rather be a normie.
Laugh out loud.
Mr. Nobody says new Chrome extension is finally finished. Oh, hell yeah, bro. Hell yeah. So what's the Chrome extension called so I can let everybody know?
Which air fryer won't kill them. And the part that Bitcoiners hate admitting because it sounds harsh is that you can't orange pill someone whose life is structured around something called immediate.
Yeah, if you let me know what it's called in the chat, I'll just highlight it on the screen and I'll let everybody know to check it out. And we might even take a look at it real quick.
You see, if every decision that they have to make is constrained by the next bill, the next crisis that they face, the next emotional emergency, the next medical copay for their child, then long horizon assets feel like a luxury product, and Bitcoin demands 3 traits all at once. Number 1 is abstraction, which a lot of normies don't even have the cognitive capacity to.
I hate the fact that he thinks that people can't grasp the idea of Bitcoin. Oh, we do. And it's funny, the more I educated myself on Bitcoin, the more I realized that Bitcoin was a pure play Ponzi scheme. You see, it was when I didn't know about Bitcoin, when I didn't know much about Bitcoin, that's when I got into it. I was like, I'll throw some money into this, why not? I got in early. I still have never sold it. I've bet against it several times and made several hundreds of bucks betting against it. I'm very proud of that, by the way. I'm very proud to bet against Bitcoin. But at the same time, I'm tired of seeing dudes like this with their cocky little arrogance telling me that, it's like, it just frustrates the shit out of me, bro.
Even think about. Number 2 is emotional regulation under volatility. And number 3 is social immunity. Because, of course, Bitcoin asks you to become the person who can be right before you are popular. And the average person...
What? Bitcoin asks that I be right before I'm popular? What the... Dude, this guy... I don't know if this guy's like on... I don't know what is wrong with this dude.
has been trained their entire life to outsource all of these things, outsource the thinking to the fake news telling you to eat crickets, outsource risk to institutions, outsource retirement to a 401k and a financial advisor that they don't understand, and outsource money to a bank.
I would rather have a diversified portfolio of stocks than a portfolio of crypto, trust me. Mr. Nobody says it's not out yet, still needs some sprucing up, but it's called Dono Trigger. It'll take a few chats to explain, but it's for streamers. It works on Rumble, YouTube, Twitch, and Kick. That is pretty dope, though. That is pretty pimp. So, yeah, I definitely, yeah, when it's actually all squared away, though, man, let me know. I'd be more than happy to promote it on the channel. I love promoting like little pieces of software, especially Chrome extensions, dude. I think that's pimp. You know, I think I need to start getting into the world of Chrome extensions. I should see what it takes. I need to develop a Chrome extension. Absolutely, that'd be fucking cool.
App that charges them $35 for.
This guy's asking, do I deal in crypto? I do have Bitcoin and Coinbase, but that's about the extent of it. I got in really early when I didn't know much about it. But yeah, Bitcoin, all cryptocurrencies are grifter currencies. All cryptocurrencies are basically a Ponzi scheme at the end of the day, and they need to be treated as such. It's basically PDF file money at the end of the day. Mr. Nobody says it. Yep, that's right. You tell me about the video rewind feature where a donation rewinds the video you're watching to torture you. That is pretty funny, man. I do like that. That is pretty good.
For being poor. So remember, when a Bitcoiner like me shows up like a manic street prophet, what do you think these people hear? They don't hear freedom, they hear more homework, and that's where the hostility comes in. And then you start to realize something that makes your blood boil. Most people don't actually want
when I hear this guy's voice, my blood boils. Hearing this sleazeball tell me that cryptocurrency, that Bitcoin is the future, that makes my blood boil.
To understand, they want the vibe of understanding. They want to feel smart instead of being smart. They want to have opinions. They want to.
This guy is the definition of wanting to feel smart. This guy is pure arrogance right here. This guy right here that's promoting Bitcoin. This man is at pure levels of arrogance. I sound exactly like him? How? I guess I kind of do. To some degree, yeah. I'm a little bit arrogant, but I at least understand what is valuable versus what is not valuable. Bitcoin is not valuable. Bitcoin is a Ponzi scheme. Let's see. Mr. Nobody says it has a giveaway tool where people can enter to win randomly. That's kind of cool. That's actually kind of pimp.
Just to repeat headlines. They want to stay in the tribe. They want to be comforted. They do not want to sit down and actually do the hard thing, which is building a model of reality and updating it when their reality changes. Orange pilling, and therefore Bitcoin, is a cognitive filter. It selects for people who can sacrifice the immediate pleasure for future advantage, treat any ridicule.
Okay, you're talking about delayed gratification. Here's the problem, though. If I start investing, if I start throwing money into Bitcoin, like let's say I trade my dollars for Bitcoin, I'm basically trading my dollars for a string of data. Delayed gratification only works if with investing. Here's what you're investing in matters more than anything. If you're investing in Bitcoin, you're basically investing in a Ponzi scheme. So therefore, it's all going to go to zero in the long run. So anything with an intrinsic value of zero eventually goes to zero, right? So why would I hold Bitcoin for the long term when it's a Ponzi scheme that's going to go to zero? The same question would be, why would I hold cash when it constantly degrades in value? The same question could be asked, why would I hold Bitcoin when it constantly degrades in value? The question you want to ask yourself is, what is an appreciation asset and what can I hold for the long term that's actually worth holding on to? This is where things like silver, gold, stocks, real estate, bonds even. I'm not a big fan of bonds, but at least they got some sort of yield. There's plenty of opportunities. Plenty of opportunities. You missed the donation poll feature. Okay, that's kind of cool. Too Far Under is saying just the tone and voice. Yeah, I probably do sound a little bit like him. I don't know. Let's see. It's a giveaway tool where people can enter to win randomly. Combines memberships and donations totaling into real dollars. You missed the donation pool feature. Okay. That sounds kind of cool. But yeah, Too Far Under is just saying just the tone and voice. Yeah, I mean, dude. I'm honestly really mad at this guy for promoting a Ponzi scheme. What really matters to me is the fact that this Bitcoin guy right here is promoting a Ponzi scheme.
He will, like background noise, understand systems rather than symbols and keep thinking when the crowd stops thinking. And most people do not do that. Most people do not do that because they're not evil, but because their life is designed to prevent it, and because, sorry, but it's true, they're too stupid. And you know that sentence.
First off, I think you're stupid if you get into Bitcoin. Throwing your dollars into a gambling Ponzi scheme, that is the definition of stupidity. Michael Saylor buying 355 Bitcoin a day on average through his Ponzi scheme company called Micro Wiener Strategies, that sounds pretty stupid to me. So you're telling me that I'm an idiot. So this guy's basically telling me I'm too stupid. By the way, I did get into Bitcoin, so I guess I'm smart. I got in early. But here's the thing. Bitcoin's still a Ponzi scheme at the end of the day. Just because you got in early and made a lot of money doesn't mean that you're smart. It just means that you got lucky. To be honest, you got lucky. You got into a Ponzi scheme and the Ponzi scheme stuck. People all got in like idiots. And there's going to be bag holders, and there's going to be, it's going to be bag holders mainly.
It might make Bitcoiners sound like villains, but it also makes them correct. The system doesn't need everybody orange-pilled. It only needs enough people with conviction to front-run the realization.
It's a Ponzi scheme, basically. So here's the thing. Old investors require new investors to fund the old investors. It's basically like, so Bitcoin is a lot like Social Security, right? Bitcoin is a lot like Social Security. It requires young people to fund the existence of old people. I repeat, old people are funded by the young through Social Security. Old investors in Bitcoin are funded by the new stupid investors who get into Bitcoin and they become the bag holders. It's called Greater Fool Theory. Greater Fool Theory. Keep that in mind. It's straight up the truth. It is the truth, the unghastliest truth.
Curve. And that's how adoption works. That is how elites form, not through birthright, but through cognitive and emotional selection. Bitcoin asks who can keep up. Bitcoiners are the new financial elite, and Bitcoin...
No, they're not. They're the financially retarded. Bitcoiners are the financially tarded. They're the financial morons of the world. If you think that holding on to Bitcoin makes you financially intelligent, I got a bridge to sell you. I got a fucking bridge to sell you. If you think that holding on to Bitcoin makes you an intelligent investor, you are a fool. A bloody fool.
Bitcoin is the ultra market filtration system. Now, before I get into it further, I really want to take a quick moment and thank Horizon for sponsoring this video. Horizon helps you take your trapped home equity to buy Bitcoin, and you know what?
Oh, God. So he's saying that, hey, guess what? You can use part of your home equity and use it towards buying Bitcoin. This should be illegal. In fact, I doubt that it is legal. If I'm going to be honest, it feels like it's illegal. I don't think you should be able to use part of your home equity towards buying the dip of a phony baloney dildo money asset.
Maybe now is a good time to do it because Bitcoin just had a huge dip. Your trapped home equity that's sitting there, not outperforming inflation into digital orange immortality, the thing that is designed to destroy inflation. They help you do it with no...
This guy's a moron. This guy's a moron. He's literally trying to convince people using this app or whatever the hell this service is called to take their home equity, part of their home equity, and use it as collateral, I think, towards investing into Bitcoin. I hate this world. I hate this world. This is clown world. This is clown world. This is peak clown world. Peak frickin' clown world. This is clownery to the maximum scale.
No debt, monthly payments or term limits, no forced liquidation leverage nonsense, rotting drywall equity into Bitcoin. It could be the greatest financial move of your life.
No, it's not could be the greatest financial move. It's the most ridiculous financial move you could ever make. And if you're listening to morons like this, if you are listening to morons like this and actually taking them seriously, go to fucking hell. Go to hell. Tim Smith says I'm going to use my home equity to invest in more Southwest Bulls. Holy shit, dude. Oh. I'm losing my mind watching this guy, dude. This is so much funny. Oh, breaking news. Tim Smith says, breaking news. Harris takes over Trump in the chances to win the 2028 presidential election. I think so. That's funny, dude. Holy crap. That's hilarious.
Join Horizon.com. They will help you every single step of the way. Link is in the description below. I will talk more about Horizon at the end of the video. Now we have to talk about the part that everybody pretends is rude, even though it's the entire plot here. People think that orange pilling fails because Bitcoiners can't explain it without sounding like some guy in an airport bar that's pitching a hedge fund and a protein powder at the same time. That's part of...
Hold on, the stream is kind of failing a little bit. One moment. I think the stream is back. Hold on. Stream health is poor. What's happening? Give me a second, you guys. I might be running into a few technical difficulties real quick. One moment. Okay, stream health is back to normal. I think. Let's keep going. Let's cross our fingers and hope everything works out. This guy, though. The nerve of this guy to try to convince people to take out a loan, not to take out a loan, sorry, but to use part of their home equity to buy Bitcoin on the dip. That is so irresponsible. That might be one of the most irresponsible things, fiscally irresponsible things I've ever heard anybody do. That would be like me saying, hey, you should use part of your unused home equity towards DraftKings. We'll let you sports bet even more. Oh, my God. That's so ridiculous. I can't even, man. I can't.
But the bigger part is the base rate, the baseline that we're talking about here. The starting level of understanding about money is way lower than polite society likes to admit. Because if you look it up globally, about 1 in 3 adults can handle basic financial concepts like interest, inflation, and diversification. Yes.
Yeah, I don't think you diversify your portfolio, dude. I think you're all in on Bitcoin. So don't tell people that you're diversified. And if anything, I bet this idiot's version of diversification is having an entire portfolio full of meme coins. This guy is by the way, this guy is one of the biggest pieces of crap ever. Scott Huffman says Trump is an Epstein associate. You voted for a known... No, Trump's the man, dude. Trump whistle blew on Epstein. Trump was an OG whistleblower, bro. Sorry.
1 in 3. That is the starting point for 1/3 of society. That means that 2 out of 3 are basically walking around inside of an economy like it's a haunted house reacting to sounds. In the US, FINRA's data shows only 27% of people answered at least 5 of 7 basic financial knowledge questions correctly. And I'm not talking advanced stuff, not derive the Black-Scholes formula, simple questions that determine whether you understand how the machine works. So when a normie says that Bitcoin makes no sense, that sentence...
No, here's the thing. Bitcoin actually makes sense because I've studied the software. Bitcoin in itself makes sense. I understand the workings for the most part. What doesn't make sense is that people attribute a dollar value to it when it has no intrinsic value. Granted, Bitcoin is a very impressive piece of software, a very impressive piece of cryptographic, decentralized software. What it really is in all reality, though, is a public ledger. That's all it really is. It's a decentralized public ledger, and that's all it really is at the end of the day. It's a cool concept, but it's just a concept. It's a piece of open source software that anybody can duplicate and create competition for. The problem is Bitcoin has an infinite level of competition. This is a big deal. Oh my God. I'm starting to lose my mind, man. I'm starting to lose my mind.
Usually contains a second
I got
silent
my mind back, though. My mind is here. I'm ready and I'm raring. Let's go.
clause, which is because in my mind, I don't have a working model of money. Most people run their financial life like a Tamagotchi. The paycheck appears, the bills eat it, their card gets tapped, the dopamine purchases occur, the late fees show up like a demon, and then repeat. So if you ask them what inflation means, you will usually get something like, prices are crazy lately, bruh. Ask them what interest means, and they'll say, that's what the credit card company does when they hate you. If you ask them about something like,
oh, this guy pisses me off, dude. It's like the reason people don't get into Bitcoin is because they're aware it's a Ponzi scheme. Okay. The irony is this guy doesn't know that he's the idiot. This guy doesn't realize that he is the dumbest person in the room. This person right here does not realize that he is the dumbest man in the room. He doesn't. He thinks that everybody should be orange-pilled, basically. I mean, that's what it seems like. Everybody should have Bitcoin. It's the smartest thing you could do. Have fun staying poor. Oh, God. Oh, man. Bitcoin is a Ponzi. It's a Ponzi scheme, everybody. It's a bloody Ponzi scheme, man. Tim Smith says Caleb Hammer should keep this guy on standby to come out and roast extra difficult guests, dude. Oh, man. This guy is like piercing my soul in all the wrong ways right now. I feel like a part of me is dying just a little bit. Just a wee bit.
Diversification, they will say, I have a savings account from when I was 6 years old, and I also have a Target Red card. This is...
Yeah, so the thing is, I think this guy thinks that everybody's stupid for not getting into Bitcoin is what it really seems like. And honestly, and here's the thing, I have the exact opposite mindset. I think you're a fucking moron if you get into Bitcoin, myself included. I got into Bitcoin early on. I think I'm an idiot for still holding it, even though I made a lot of money betting against it, and I still bet against it. But yeah, no, I just think that guys like this are they're village idiots. This dude, this Adam Livingston guy just really sucks. This guy sucks so much. This guy's the worst thing I've ever seen on YouTube. Yet I can't stop watching him. You want to know why I love watching this guy? Not because he's brilliant. Well, he's brilliantly moronic. He's moronic in a sort of way that's kind of like... It's kind of beautiful to watch. It's kind of a beautiful thing to watch. I can't explain it.
This is why Bitcoin is such a brutal concept for the average mind, because it demands this second-order thinking.
It doesn't demand that much thinking. Like, okay, let's say hypothetically. Let's say I believed in Bitcoin, right? Hypothetically. Let's say I thought that Bitcoin was digital gold. You know what I would do? I would buy it on the dip. Yeah, I would. I would buy more Bitcoin on the dip slowly. And I would just dollar cost down. I would just average down. That's if I thought that Bitcoin was digital gold. I mean, I'm smart enough to know that Bitcoin is digital mold and not digital gold. It's mold. And I love it when people try to compare Bitcoin and gold as if they're the same thing. No. Gold is far superior. Gold has real utility. Bitcoin is a string of data that basically, it's not even real ownership. It's just a public ledger system. I do love the proof of work concept. Like, the one thing about Bitcoin that I do appreciate is the proof of work concepts behind it. I really think that's cool. But at the end of the day, Bitcoin is a terrible, terrible idea. Just because an idea gets popular doesn't mean that it's going to be popular forever. Bitcoin is a terrible idea, and its popularity is slowly going down. And the more people find out about Epstein's connection to crypto, the more people are wanting to get out because they feel disgusted. People are disgusted by the fact that they are using pedocurrency. That's right. Bitcoin is PDF file currency. That's what it is, bro. That is the stupidest. Hold on. That might be the dumbest thing I've ever read. Hold on. Somebody just posted, Bitcoin has more utility than gold. The only thing it doesn't have is the amount of history that gold has. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Gold is actually, like, look at Bitcoin as a pure product and look at gold as a pure product. Take away the market values for a second. Take away the market value of Bitcoin, take away the market value of gold. If I look at gold and I look at Bitcoin and I look at those as just pure products on their own, gold actually can be used as a conductor. It can be used in jewelry. Gold has several real-world utilities that you can't ignore, right? Bitcoin, on the other hand, here's what Bitcoin really is. Bitcoin is a lousy string of data, and that's it. It's not backed by anything except for open source software that's been duplicated because now Bitcoin has an infinite level of competition. And because Bitcoin has an infinite level of competition, Bitcoin is never going to reach $1 million per coin. And if it does, I will shit myself. I might actually crap. I might crap myself if Bitcoin hit $1 million per coin. I'd be like, no fucking way. No way in hell should this stupid, worthless product go to $1 million per coin. No way in hell. Okay, so SRT. So let's just dissect what SRT is saying. So SRT is saying, I'm not looking at the market value. I'm looking at how BTC is more portable, easier to transfer, and more scarce. You want to know why it's more portable and easier to transfer? It's because it's a string of data. And the only reason that it's scarce is because the programmer, the people who programmed Bitcoin intentionally made it have a limit. The funny thing is the scarcity is programmed by a human being. Therefore, the scarcity has no real meaning. The scarcity in Bitcoin has no true meaning because the scarcity was created by a person. And by the way, whether there's one Bitcoin in existence or 21 million Bitcoin in existence, Bitcoin is still worthless because it's just a string of data. All that you own is a string of data. Of course a string of data is portable. Of course a string of data is easy to transfer. But does a string of data equate to real world value? The answer is no. The answer is no. Bitcoin is not backed by anything. It's just a string of data, and it's a Ponzi scheme. I'm sorry, SRT, but you're participating in a Ponzi scheme. Fuck.
To understand all of the incentives behind the fiat system, the effect of monetary debasement over time, the difference between saving and investing.
You know, maybe I'm the mirror universe version of this guy. I'm starting to realize that I am the mirror universe version of this guy. Right? This guy is okay, so I am a version of this guy that's anti-Bitcoin. I'm the anti-Bitcoin version of this guy. This guy is my mirror universe body double. It's clear. We both have short hair. We both have really gay haircuts. We both have very terrible backgrounds.
The way that compounding works and the way that trust is manufactured by institutions. This does not come easy.
How is it a dumb argument? The value is in the utility? Yeah, the utility of gold. Like, Bitcoin has no utility. Bitcoin has zero utility. Bitcoin is absolutely fucking worthless. It's a string of data. At least gold, I'll give gold credit. At least gold has utility. Gold is actually, I feel more comfortable buying gold and silver on the dip than buying Bitcoin. I do not believe in Bitcoin. I believe that Bitcoin is a pure play Ponzi scheme. And I think if people were smart, they would sell all their Bitcoin. That's the smartest thing you could do. Or at least if you're not going to sell your Bitcoin, at least bet against Bitcoin. That's not financial advice. It's just obvious. It just feels obvious to me. It feels pretty self-evident. Tim Smith says, breaking, Seahawks and Steelers current favorites to meet in the 2027 Southwest Bowl. Let's see. Ease of transfer, verifiable unique data is the no, that's not the utility, bro. Oh my God. Anyway, people realize that Bitcoin's a Ponzi scheme and that's all that really matters. And it's a good thing that people realize it's a Ponzi scheme. Bitcoin is the Ponzi scheme of all Ponzi schemes, bro. It is a super Ponzi. And I think most people are aware that it's a super Ponzi. I don't even know where to begin on how to define what a super Ponzi technically is, but Bitcoin's definitely a Ponzi scheme is all I'm trying to tell you.
To less than 1/3 of the population, and it comes a lot harder to the rest beyond that. If you don't have this foundation in your mind, Bitcoin sounds like weird internet money that goes up and down, and my cousin Kyle won't shut up about it. And let's be honest, Kyle usually has not helped the cause because Kyle explains Bitcoin like he's trying to get you to join CrossFit. He'll send you a chart at 11:40 p.m. with the caption, "We're early," like he's some kind of time traveler. Kyle is why half of America thinks Bitcoin is a multi-level marketing scheme.
It is a multi-level marketing scheme. Are you kidding me? Bitcoin is absolutely a multi-level marketing scheme. You all use the same language. Including you, buddy. You use multi-level marketing scheme. Even Michael Saylor. Michael Saylor, in one of his things, what would you say to people who haven't bought Bitcoin? Have fun staying poor. Have fun staying poor. That's the same fucking verbiage every time. It would be like, okay, you know how I swing trade silver and I buy silver on the dip? It would be like if I told you guys, you know, hey, I buy silver on the dip. What if I told you guys, if I started telling you guys, have fun staying poor? That would be a Ponzi scheme. But I buy silver on the dip and I say, hey, I think silver's a great opportunity. Then I just leave it as that. I think silver's a great opportunity. I don't make fun of you for not getting into silver. I just think it's a good opportunity when it comes to volatility trading. Steven Decker says you might as well buy stock in Kmart.
But even if Mr. Kyle disappeared tomorrow, well, the reality is you'd still have the same problem. The average person's mental model of money is basically a children's drawing. It's not stupid.
No, your mental model of money is a children's drawing. You think that Bitcoin is real. You think that Bitcoin's a real currency. You're a fool. You're part of greater fool. He's participating in greater fool theory on a digital scale. It's a beautiful thing.
But it's just incomplete. Cash in, cash out, and vibes. So orange pilling really has to overcome two different layers. There is the knowledge gap because they don't know how money works, and then there is the confidence.
You don't know how money works. You think that Bitcoin's a legitimate currency. You don't know how money works. Shut up. Holy God, I'm so mad at this guy. I'm so mad at this guy. I have not been this upset in a long time. This guy sucks.
Gap, they don't want to admit what they don't know. And because nobody wants to say, I don't understand interest or inflation or money, they would rather just say Bitcoin is fake because they want to keep their dignity intact and
No, I say Bitcoin is fake, not because I want to keep my dignity intact. I say Bitcoin is fake because it's a Ponzi scheme, and I don't want people to fall for a Ponzi scheme because I'm looking out for their financial health. And people like you are grifters who want to see people participate in one of the greatest Ponzi schemes alive, and sadly, it's legal. So don't tell me you're looking after people's financial health when you are currently ruining it. This is so frustrating. I'm so angry right now. Ugh. Okay, you guys, I'm not going to lie. I am very tired right now, and I don't know how much of this guy I can keep watching. I'll tell you what, though. I want to thank everybody. I'm going to start reacting to this guy more often, dude. This guy's insane. He's terrible. But, like, I can't. I just can't, bro. It's just... Oh... But yeah, I'm blown away, man. I was blown away. What could I say? It all seemed to make sense. Nah, I love Donald Trump, bro. I'm a Donald Trump fanboy. If you guys love Donald Trump as much as I do, please subscribe to the channel. The more subscribers we get, the better. But yeah, I love this channel. We love Donald Trump. I want J.D. Vance to be the president. If you guys want J.D. Vance to be the president in 2028, please subscribe to the channel. If you guys are tired of the woke agenda and you guys think that woke is a joke, please subscribe to the channel. You know, the more subscribers we get, the better. It really does help the channel grow in more ways than one. We're a smaller channel. I'll admit it. We're a smaller channel, and we could use more subscribers without a doubt. We definitely could use a few more subs. So don't forget to subscribe to the channel, and yeah, if you guys can help us get to Tim Smith says Shelly Jelly is my dead name. Oh my god. But yeah, you guys, make sure you guys tap the subscribe button, though. The more subscribers we get, the better. We're currently sitting pretty at 8,264 subs. Once again, we're at 8,264 subscribers. Don't forget to subscribe. Like I said, we're getting closer and closer every day to the 10,000 subscriber threshold. It's just taking a little bit of time, but we're close. And I want to thank everybody who's participated in this show. You guys make the show go round. You guys make it feel good. And I just want to say I appreciate you guys. I really do. You guys are amazing. But yeah, don't forget to subscribe. I'm begging you, please. I'm on my knees. Please subscribe to Daddy's channel. Please subscribe to me. It will set you free. Please subscribe to Daddy. Please subscribe to Zaddy. Oh, please subscribe to the channel now. I don't really know what I'm going to do without you, girl. No, but you guys, yeah, thank you guys for subscribing to the channel, though. I really do appreciate it. Yeah, we're trying to get to the 10,000 subscriber marker, and I'm out, though. I'm tired. I am tired, you guys. Thank you, Tim Smith, for showing me. I want to thank Tim Smith for showing me one of the worst crypto channels I've ever seen in my life. This guy really, this crypto channel is so bad. It is so bad. All right, you guys, I'm out. Love you guys. Thank you guys for being incredible people. And